We are now the head coach of the New England Patriots, taking over for Bill Belichick. It's up to us to rebuild this dynasty and bring the Patriots back to the Super Bowl. We're at the midway point in the season, so far 2-6, but we did trade and get in Justin Fields, and he's played pretty decent for us. And we have two rookies who have turned into bona fide stars for us in Marvin Harrison Jr. and Blake Corum, and it's the passing side of the ball that has struggled for us. So right here at the deadline, we're going to make one more trade, moving away from a veteran corner, and we're going to go shopping to bring in one more wide receiver to the New England Patriots team to maybe put us back into the playoff race. And that trade's going to see Darius Slayton, because he's in the last year of his contract, coming over to play with us. I know that he's 27 years old, but with him, we add an extra depth of speed to the outside. I thought T. Higgins was a little too unrealistic, but with the Giants having Michael Pittman Jr., Wan'Dale Robinson, Darnell Mooney, and Jalen Hyatt all playing well for them, Slayton was kind of the odd man out, and he did go up to an 88 overall because of the progression tool, but he's still a wide receiver number 3 over there. And the Giants did lose Deontay Banks, so they're down a corner as their second string corner's only a 72 overall, so Jonathan Jones is going to provide a huge upgrade for them. So our very own wide receiving core got a massive upgrade, and I'm excited about the speed on the outside. I actually thought Darius Slayton was a better option than T. Higgins, because looking at T. Higgins' contract, it is absolutely massive. We would have had to break the bank to be able to get him, and yes, 89 speed isn't bad, but Darius Slayton sitting at a 95 is something extra to our offense. And that also is going to allow our depth chart to allow Marvin Harrison Jr. to play both on the inside and on the outside. And hopefully this will propel Justin Fields to be throwing the ball much better for us going forward now into the biggest stretch of games in the season. The only thing now is this does add a little bit of wrinkle into a free agency, because we need to re-sign Darius Slayton, Jabril Peppers, as well as Justin Fields down here. So we're going to be breaking the bank in some aspects. So keep that in mind and let me know who you want to re-sign and who do we let walk out the door for us. And so with that trade, here's our starting offense right now. If you haven't been caught up with the series, that's okay. And looking at the receiving room, Juju Smith-Schuster's at the bottom of our depth chart. That's because he hasn't played well for us this season. And looking at the penalty it would incur to cut him, it's just too much. So he's only worth about a 7th round draft pick. So I'm just going to hold on to him for right now. But to clear up our receiving room, we are going to cut Quez Watkins. He's been pretty well for us whenever we needed him, but Justin Ross, I feel like, is just a better player there. And to replace Jonathan Jones, we're going to bring in Ronald Darby, just a veteran who we can sign to the minimum. But I don't think he's going to see the field much, as Marcus Jones is going to become our CB2 and Marco Wilson's going to be our CB3. But I still think Javon Ballard is going to be our starting free safety, because we are going to move CJ Gardner-Johnson down to like a slot corner position, or maybe Jabril, depending on how I feel with that. But that does conclude our trade deadline moves. Did I want to make more? Probably, but we need to get into the next game and kick off the biggest stretch of this season, because at 2-6, we need to make a push to be relevant in this league. And the cool thing is, after last week's performance, Marvin Harrison Jr. did win Player of the Week. If you remember in that Rams game, he absolutely balled out. Demario Douglas also had a great game as well. But we are going up against the 2-5 Jacksonville Jaguars, first going into the practice week, stopping Trevor Lawrence on the short pass. And with our new wide receiving core, I do want to throw the ball a lot this week. If you do not know, remember, we are using Modded Madden, so the gameplay is going to look different. The injuries are going to be different. Everything that you want to see in Madden will come to fruition here today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you made it this far in the video, because we're dropping this season every single week. But the Jaguars are ranked the 20th best offense and 5th best defense in the league. And this is a battle of the low tiers right now between the two teams. And really nobody from them is injured so far this season, but looking at it, the NFL is suffering. A lot of great players across the board are out this season. And looking at the preview here across the board, the one thing that stands out to me is the turnover differential. You know, our defense only has 1 interception so far this season, which is nuts. Our DBs have stone hands, but yet they are still sitting at 6.5 point favorites on the day. So let's jump in and see if we can take down Trevor Lawrence. And I did get kicked out of my dorm for spring break, but we're home, we're back to recording, and we're going to see Darius Slayton's first ever start today. Another nice thing is Frank Gore Jr. is back from injury for us, and with Marcus Jones being CB2, now Frank Gore Jr., he's going to go back to that returning spot, as well as we're going to bring him in on some third downs. But like I said earlier, we need turnovers today from this guy right here, Trevor Lawrence, and we're going to get this opportunity maybe early here as Trevor Lawrence comes out. Let's take a look at his stats so far this season, and if I remember correctly, they are not up to par. 12 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. This could be a very good day for our defense. You know, we've been pretty good against young quarterbacks so far this season, but they are going to the motion now early, and it is going to be a play action, and across the middle, a good breakup by Christian Gonzalez to start it, And this is a big key emphasis in this episode. We've committed to him as the future cornerstone corner of this franchise, the very next Ty Law, if you will. But they do go to the air here again, jumping off. They have a tight end wide open coming down to make the tackles, Marcus Jones. And maybe we could turn Marcus Jones, if his stat line is good, into another premier, at least half-decent corner in the NFL. And it is a 3rd and 1. They are bringing somebody in motion here. We plan to use a lot of motions here today, but they do go quick to the air, slant route underneath, and it is Marco Wilson letting up the catch. And today we are changing it up just a little bit. Jabril Peppers is going to be playing that slot corner spot instead of CJ Gardner-Johnson. I like Jabril's tackling a little bit better here, as it is CJ Gardner-Johnson getting a good tackle there on ETN for the first rush of the game. But in this second half of the season, we need to go 6-2. I think if we even want a shot at the playoffs. Let's see how well it will be to get back there. Dumping off underneath now again. Bad coverage coming out there from Josh Uche, but because of the lopsided 17-game schedule, I mean, maybe we could sneak in at 7-2. So that's a lot of ask here for our team as ETN up the middle. We bottom up again. CJ, another good tackle. But I think everybody knows the NFL is about getting hot at the right time. And do we have that capability? Absolutely. I think so, as they dump it off here to the outside. Again, good grab. And that, I think, was a good draft pick by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jalen Polk, former Washington wide receiver. He could develop into an absolute stud if done correctly. But it is Trevor Lawrence taking a scramble there. Luckily enough, we're able to get all over it. Taylor Rapp coming down with a good hit. I'm really not expecting Trevor Lawrence to do much on the ground today, but surprisingly enough, he does. As they go now to the air again, and it is Jalen Polk beating Marcus Jones there, and we need him to step up today. I need him to prove to us that we can go one-on-one with absolutely anybody. And this is a rookie we're going on one-on-one with right now. So a little bit nerve-wracking as Drew McMahon in motion, and they're going to fake it instead, go back to ETN underneath. ETN breaking tackles. ETN trying to fight his way to the end zone. And the Jags are moving here on the first drive of the ball game. I'm going to switch to a 3-4 look. Bentley's going to check back in, and I'm going to have him rush off the edge as well, as they do go carry up the middle. CJ Gardner-Johnson, the 3rd good run stop there. I am shifting our corners to play a little bit underneath here, inside as well. Man in motion. Could be a jet look. Instead, it's a fake run up the middle. We're there with Bentley to make the tackle, but he's pushed into the end zone by Carl Lawson. Carl Lawson just trying to make the tackle there. Helps ETN get into the end zone. The Jaguars strike early in this one, and our defense continues to have their little bit of struggles, especially in the run game. I think losing Matt Judon was a much bigger thing than we realized. And with Tavai also in the middle. Yes, I had to look up his name a little bit, but it's Tavai in the middle. His run stopping ability is surely missed, especially in those 3-4 looks. But I'm so glad Frank Gore Jr. is back for us. And what are going to be our keys or our themes for this week and this episode? It's going to be completion percentages, number 1. Be willing to throw underneath, develop long sustaining drives against teams. And the next one is limit the turnovers. You see Justin Fields got 7 on the year right there. That's a horrible number. You know, that Rams game was about all over the place as you can get. So if there's no need to throw it deep, we're just not gonna. It's simple as that here. Just a nice little dump off to Blake Corum. He's got a little bit of space. I'll take those kind of gains. And against this Jaguars team, I'm not sure what their weakness is here today. It may be the running game. If we can get Blake Corum actually to the outside, maybe it is the running game. Blake Corum breaking 2. Trayvon Walker, former first overall pick in the NFL draft. In my opinion, one of the worst first-round picks ever. Maybe we lean on Blake Corum here today. You saw Lloyd. That strong linebacking core from the Jaguars. Lloyd and Oluokun in the middle. And I didn't even think Chad Moon was a pretty good linebacker in this league. And I want to stay away from them as much as possible. But in the inside, they do have Dalvin Tomlinson and Hamilton. So maybe running the ball may not be our strong point. But we're going to set our feet. Nice little dump off here to Juwan Johnson. I think maybe just attacking the outside in the running game will be more of the defined key for it today. And we haven't gone to Slayton just yet. I'm not going to try to force the ball. I think that's the worst thing to do. As a backside drag does open up. Hunter Henry jump ball, and Hunter Henry wins it. A jump ball. I think that was against Campbell there. Maybe Andre Cisco, but Hunter Henry with a big grab. In the one-on-one situation, it was Cisco out there in coverage, one of the best young safeties in the league, in my opinion. But we're able to take advantage there from the big basketball-like player, Hunter Henry, bringing it in. And so we're going to continue to go to the air here. Quick to the outside to Johnson. This catch isn't going to go for much. But in this game, we are starting 4 for 4, and I'll take it. And I want to continue to use the play action in our favor here, As if he's coming back to the ball. Harrison's going to put himself right at the 1-yard line. Wasn't able to stay into the end zone. A good comeback route there. We're able to put on top of the corner. And we are down at the 2-yard line. First and goal. Frank Gore Jr. checks in for us at running back. And his first carry back from injury. I'm so happy to have him back. Goes in for a touchdown. I decided, since we didn't trade away Ramondre Stevenson at the deadline, it's going to be not running back by committee because Blake Corum's still number 1, but you definitely will see guys rotate in. But that's a huge touchdown run from Frank Gore Jr. in this game, and we tie this one up. And Will Lutz is able to push this one in. Almost blocked there, but 7-7's your score. 2 long drives from both teams here to start off. But those are the kinds of drives that we need from Justin Fields. Trevor Lawrence, on the other hand, I need an interception today. We are begging for one. One pick this entire season. I want it here today. And I think the way we're going to do that is just applying pressure right now to a CJ Gardner-Johnson, another tackle, but putting pressure on Trevor Lawrence is how we're going to get this to work. And with them going 5 wide here, Jabril Peppers may be able to come in and force something good here. Quickly scrambling out and just dumping it off here. We missed the tackle with Mapu. I tried to lock on. We were sitting in a hook to curl zone there. I really had to get out farther right away. Didn't quite work. Now heavy set personnel here. And this is where I like our linebacking core today, is it does bring the end of the first quarter. Yards wise, basically the same. The Jaguars got 10 more on that last play, but with the Jags having Evan Ingram, I think we have the team in place to run with him if we really, really need to. I think Nakobe Dean is maybe good enough here as another run coming. Actually, play action. Look, as it's across the middle, Christian Kirk with a good reception. And this is a fast receiving core, even though they're not good. I mean, Jalen Polk is a 72. That's the second best receiver on their depth chart right now. Maybe we just match up by speed at this point and let our guys roll as they do go another pass. And I'm watching across here. We're running with it as it is up, and it is a good breakup. I tried to go for the interception there with Dean, but hey, that's solid coverage coming out from us. And now a bend but don't break mentality. We have to be in that as they do go to the air one more time. Quick underneath, this time to Kirk again, and Kirk's going to get another first down. As I said, I wanted to bring a lot of pressure on Trevor Lawrence, but right now he's been doing just a good job of getting out of it, staying around it as they do go to the run here again. Nakobe Dean with a good tackle, and I'm expecting to go to the air here on this 2nd and 12. I did guess pass. It could have hurt us here with the blitz, but they do go to the air quick, and it is underneath. And Hunter Renfrow, the 3rd receiver on their team, does get a good grab, and it's weird to see him in another uniform. So this is a big 3rd down here, maybe a screenplay, but it is across the middle to Renfrow. Again, Jabril Peppers was almost there in coverage. Good diving attempt at it, but they are going to be 1st and goal here. Run up the middle first, and CJ Gardner-Johnson again feasting in this game already. I think that's 6-7 tackles for him. It's 5. Okay, maybe I was overplaying it, but still having a very solid start to this game here as they do now go to the run here again. Nakobe Dean, we're not able to make it. Tank Bigsby carrying his way all the way to the end zone. Tank Bigsby, the former Auburn running back, teammate of our very own Bo Nix, was able to get into the end zone. A lot of people wanted me to trade for him, and I did look at maybe trading for him, but with what they wanted in return, it just didn't seem feasible or realistic, and he barely crossed the plane there. But 2 straight touchdowns to start off the game for the Jags. We need our defense to play better. We need our secondary to play better. And with a Frank Gore return, maybe we could get a little bit of magic to happen here. Frank Gore Jr., welcome back to the New England Patriots. I am so happy to have him back. He's such an explosive runner and such a 3rd down weapon for us. And I want to continue to have a good completion percentage here in this one. We're just going underneath. Slayton, welcome to the team. The 94 speed. I love that. And he was doing pretty well on the Giants. He was just getting outshined by Michael Pittman, Darnell Mooney, and the rest of the guys they had on that roster. So it's good to get him out of a crowded wide receiver room as Corum's going to be able to make the cut, the stop cut there to get the 1st down. And we're just going to stick with the run here. And this is going to be a big hole. It's going to open up the middle. As long as Mekhi Becton could have holded his block, we could have busted off that run, but it doesn't quite work as we're going to go screen here out to the outside. Slayton, it's just broken up with bad blocking. And so this is a very long 3rd and 9 here. I'm looking across the middle. Demario Douglas wide open. Douglas, good 1st down grab. And that's going to keep this drive alive for us here as I see him. If we could just put this one up to the corner, Slayton falling right underneath of it. It was a good knockout there by Austin. If only we're able to fit that one in, but we do go to the run here up the middle, and the Jags are all over it, making 3rd down once again very long for us. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to look at Juwan Johnson and try to put it in this window, and we are able to fit that one in. So another massive conversion for us on this one. And somehow our drive is just staying alive here. And now Justin Fields on a read option. Great blocking by Marvin Harrison Jr. And so we're on now 1st and goal. Run up the middle. They do stuff us again. Bad blocking coming out from our interior. The Jags doing a good job of just bottling us up here. So we're going to try to scramble out, find Juwan Johnson, and if we can get here to the end zone, and he dives in. This is why I love Modded Madden. The mods make it feel so much more realistic. That dive looked so unbelievably crisp. Trayvon Walker not able to bring him down. He's able to stretch out for the plane. Hopefully it doesn't go to booth review. You love that camera angle, just zoomed right in. On the butt there, no worries. Will Lutz, good field goal. Tied game, 4 drives, 4 scores. We're locked at 14-14. And so on this drive, we are going to be switching it out here, going a lot of zone looks, as it is a screenplay that just gets bottled up. And we're going to see how zone is going to fare for us on this drive all the way through. Still going to bring some blitzes, just out of more zone looks here. As across the middle, they are actually going to go to the outside. Gonzalez, good break up there. I was worried because we were behind the receiver to go for the play ball animation. And with this 5-wide look, we should have a free rusher up the middle here. Can we get the pressure on? Instead, it's a cover 2 look. And they get wide open here. Javon Bullard can't bring him down. CJ Gardner-Johnson giving chase can't bring him down. And they get an easy score. The zone blitz there didn't work. We left a cover 2 look. They went 4 verticals and made that one look very, very easy on us. Not what we wanted. Completely split the middle, and a good juke move from Christian Kirk. A dangerous player in open space. And I guess we may be locked into a shootout here in this game. Only problem is there's only 3 minutes left in the half. And so right away, let's see if we can return the favor. I'm going to try to deep shot here, and Harrison may have him burnt. Harrison, pull this one in, and there's no absolute way. We are just locked into the most dangerous shootout here to open up this episode. But that is nice because it does allow us to settle down just a little bit here, run the football, and a good block coming off there from Dotson. We're just running behind Dotson as Darius Slayton gets injured. Are you kidding me? We just traded for him, and he goes down with an injury in his first game for us. That is an absolute killer here. Blake Corum up the middle, not able to get the first down, and Blake Corum goes down with an injury. Back-to-back plays. We get massive injuries to our team. Hopefully, none of them are too bad. We're definitely going to need Marvin Harrison and Frank Gore Jr. to step up for us now. Quick to the outside. And speaking of Frank Gore Jr., good catch, and he's going to get the first down. 2-minute warning, Bruce Sternum. So luckily, he'll just miss the rest of this game, and it's not too serious. Justin Ross is also somebody we need to step up for us. And thank goodness Frank Gore Jr. is back, because I don't know what I'd be doing here if we had more problems here. Gore Jr., good run. And Blake Corum got a calf strain, and I'm going to bring him back in this one. But Jacksonville actually burns a timeout. They want the ball back in this one. I love the mods because they make the AI play so much more realistic. And in this 5-wide look, we are going to be doing a QB draw. So hopefully up the middle, we can get this one in. Justin Fields fighting his way, and he's not able to. And you see, we're at the inches yard line here. This is just going to be a QB sneak up the middle here. Can we get it? And we get stuffed 4th and goal. And we are just going to run a QB draw again right up the middle. We just need it to work out for us, and we get stuffed. I just want to run a QB power up the middle. A huge stop for the Jaguars before the end of the half, but we're going to bring as much pressure as possible. I want a safety here, and we're definitely going to need to try to bottle them up. I'm guessing run up the middle, and they actually go to the air, and we're all over it, and it is caught, though. And they are quickly going down the field. This is wild here as they just dump this one off to Tank Bigsby, and as long as we can make the tackle, that was actually Travis Etienne. But they're sitting in heavy. Hurry up the middle. We almost got the sack there. Good tackle. Okay, maybe not by Jones, as he's actually started off this game pretty bad for us. We need him to definitely step up. No, they're just going to go to the air here. No big plays. Tackle underneath. It's as simple as that. Corner strikes, look, they're going to go to the outside here, and a good tackle from Carl Lawson. They are staying in the hurry up once again. Carl Lawson has to get out there on a solid drop if we want anything to go right in this one, as they are going to go to the outside, and is going to be caught by Ingram, but the clock does continue to run. Only 13 seconds left in this half. Now down to 10. It's got to be a play to the outside, but maybe they are going to take a deep shot here. We're going to run across, and they're just going to throw this one out with 4. Trevor Lawrence, 241 passing yards in this first half, as they are going to go to a Hail Mary look. We're just going to drop. We know they're going to throw deep, and instead he just throws it out of bounds, saves it all, and we are going to go to the break. Luckily, we start with the ball, but the 4th and goal stop from the Jaguars was huge, and we need to shut down Trevor Lawrence because what's working? Nothing's working. And starting off, it is going to be Frank Gore Jr. on the return to kick us off here. And there's a nice little hole up the middle. I'll take that. But we're definitely not out of this game. We just have to settle down, consistently make some good plays here, as it is going to be a Justin Fields run, and we're just going to slide down nice and easy. Sliding is going to be crucial. We know that he has a fumbling problem, so as long as we can slide down, we'll be absolutely okay. But I am checking this to a run up the middle. I just want to be able to get the first down here. Blake Corum doing just enough. Only 30 yards so far in this game, but that's fine. He is battling an injury today, so just to keep him healthy is going to be huge, as a big holding call is going to come out against us. I think that's going to be on Mekhi Becton, and instead it's on Cole Strange, so it's going to back us up to a 1st and 16. And just to get back in a better spot here, we are going to go to a screenplay, and Frank Gore could have a little bit of space here, and he does. Frank Gore Jr., good blocks coming out here. Frank Gore Jr. breaking tackles. What a good first down pickup for us. Justin Fields almost at 200 yards now. He may not be a true solid #1 running back, but he is a phenomenal scat back for us. Reminds me a lot of the next Danny Woodhead. If you are a Patriots fan, you know who Danny Woodhead is. But that is a huge first down pickup from us rolling out now. As I am just going to try to go. Johnson's got a good grab. Can we pick up the block? No, we step out of bounds. That's fine. As this drive does continue down the field here. Good cutback lane from Blake Corum. Almost puts us in the end zone. As our interior is starting to step up here in the run against this very, very good Jags team. Now Stevenson checks in the game here. Stevenson, our power back. We need him to get it in, but he gets stuffed. So another 3rd and goal situation. I'm not going to go for it on 4th down if it happens this time. But it is going to be pressure up the middle, and we're going to have to scramble out here. And I'm just going to try to force it to Marvin Harrison. We're not able to get it in. And so Will Lutz is going to take this field goal nice and easy. And it is now 17-21. We're playing from behind now. But with our last 2 red zone trips only resulting in 3 points, that is absolutely a killer. Has any team punted yet? I don't even think so. And we've gotten the Jaguars into some 3rd down spots, and we just need to bottle them up here. As Etienne now to the open field. Another big carry. And we just need to find out what we can do right here. Is another run out to the outside. Good tackle from Abraham. We came all the way across the line of scrimmage there. Great pursuit angle. And stopping them from getting past the midway point is going to be huge for us. We're going to shift our D-line a little bit, and somebody does jump. Actually, it may be a delay of game, and it is going to be a delay of the game on Trevor Lawrence. So that's going to back him up here, and that's going to be huge for us here. We got to come all the way across the field as they do go to the run here. We are able to get off, make a solid tackle again, and we are going to bring an overload blitz. Force this ball out fast. They do not have this amount of blockers in on us, as it is a pass to the outside, and it is caught one-on-one. Hunter Renfrow on Christian Gonzalez. We need Christian Gonzalez to win those matchups if we want to have any success here, but they do get a false start that does back them up 5, but I cannot believe how this game has been going so far. Across the middle, I'm expecting these passes to come out, and they do hit Hunter Renfrow again for another big gain, down now to the 11, and we're just going to go back to sitting in zone here. I just don't trust it as they do run up the middle. Etienne is bouncing it a little bit, but a good stop from Jones coming up in run support, but nothing we want to do is working defensively. Mike Vrabel's defense is struggling for us right now. A run up the middle. Nakobe Dean, another good tackle. He's going to finish with a great day as well, and we just need a big sack here coming out. Pressure in the face. Dump off underneath. A good play from Javon Ballard, the safety out of Georgia, the rookie, as that is going to force a field goal. So finally, they're not going to walk away with a touchdown, but they still will get 3 points in this one. 7-point game is what it goes back up to now. So we do have to strike back quick in this game and tie this one up the middle. Frank Gore, good return. And to start off this drive, Blake Corum is healthy, so we're going to run here. Good blocks up the middle, but that is Dalvin Tomlinson, former New York Giant, former Cleveland Brown, with some good tackling. And this time we are going to fake it to him and instead just go quick to the play action. And that is going to be a good tip down by Campbell in coverage. Actually, Williams. And I'm so afraid about not converting here, because not converting means we give the ball back to the Jaguars. And with their success so far, it's been insane. We're going to scramble out here with Justin Fields, try to force our way for the first down. We get pushed out 4th and 1. And so we are going to punt this ball away. Good return coming out from Parcel. We just have to bring him down, and we do. CJ Board with a good one. and just letting Nakobe Dean roam free in the middle is all we can do here, as he does hold up ETN. But a lot of cover 3, I think, is what we're going to go to in this game. The man-to-man is just not working. But at the fourth quarter is here. 17-24 is your score. Passing numbers are insane. Rushing numbers for us, we're up to 100, so I'll take that. But very explosive offenses in this one. We do actually check this one to a blitz here. And if we can catch ETN slipping, it should be a good play for us. And we do. Mapu there to help stop the initial push and pressure in Lawrence's face once again underneath. I'm expecting it. And finally, we get a stop. Jabril Peppers coming in from the slot corner spot. That's what we needed in this ball game. Just one play to go our way. And it took a late fourth quarter third down to do it, bringing down Trevor Lawrence. We didn't force any turnovers like I wanted to, but I will take that all day long. And with field position maybe being our favor here, if we can get a solid return. Frank Gore's got a lot of space here. He's not going to get a good return. We're going to start about the 34, and immediately we're going to go to our bread and butter. A good run here from Blake Corum, but Lloyd really fast there at linebacker to bring us down. So going to the air here, and we're just going to go out to Frank Gore for just a solid pickup and way to fall forward. But now there's a penalty flag out. If that's on Demario Douglas for downfield blocking, I'm going to lose my mind. And it is. I saw it happen too. 2nd and 13 is what we get backed up to. That is how you shoot yourself in the foot in a ball game, as a cross. If we can get it. This is an absolute lobbed up pass. Luckily enough, Marvin Harrison breaks it up, but we were hit as we threw there, and that could have been disastrous for us. So a very long third down again. We've had to convert a ton of these in this game. If we could just fit this one in the window, and we do. Douglas making up for his mistakes earlier in the drive. So now settling down, going back to the run here, and if we could just get Blake Corum to the edge, we just couldn't break that final tackle from Cisco. But I'll still take 5 yards all day long. In fact, we're going to go back to him here up the middle again, and he's got the first. And I want to score without taking too much time off the clock here, as we're going to go out to the outside, up to Taysom Hill, and Taysom Hill's got a very good grab. Risky throw against Trayvon Walker, but I thought that maybe we could test him here, as we're going to almost run ourselves right into a sack, and we do. Mekhi Becton, Isaac took such a wide drop there. I saw it, tried to step up in the pocket instead, and at least we didn't lose too many yards on this one. Now they go to cover, and we're sacked again. Mekhi Becton gets beat by Isaac. Actually, O'Shea Ozimenez, so we might just have to walk away with a field goal here if we can't get anything rolling. I'm going to take a deep shot, corner of the end zone here. Harrison making the grab again, putting first and goal. We should just be playing every single play from a 3rd and long. Like, that's just our only thing that's working here for us. As up the middle, Blake Corum finishing off a very tough run, a very tough drive, and we're tied up late in this ball game. Good blocking there from our interior offensive line. I know on the goal line we've had our struggles, and Will Lutz is going to get enough here to put this one through. So we got a stop last time. Let's see if we can do it again here. They go quick to Evan Ingram on the outside. Evan Ingram's got a little bit of space here. We're able to bring him down, but I'm going to trust our guys on this drive. We need to go man-to-man if we need to. We need to bring pressure on Trevor Lawrence, and that's just how this is going to work, as we're going to get the easiest sack of our life. I read it all the way. I don't even think Jabril Peppers was on a blitz there. I think I was on man-to-man, but maybe I was wrong. But holy crap, I was just all the way through, saw the play action from the beginning, and we're able to make a great play. Marcus Jones has to win this one-on-one now on Christian Kirk on the outside. I see it running, and it is a deep ball. It's very deep, and we do get the break up last second. CJ Gardner-Johnson able to get over. Marcus Jones able to have a little bit of recovery speed there, and we did call it. That was going to be the matchup. That was going to be the matchup that was going to dictate that play there. Christian Kirk able to get defeated by Marcus Jones. Now a good punt return here would set us up very, very nicely. Unfortunately, doesn't work. So we do have a chance to win this football game. And I see him, and if we just can put the ball up, but instead Josh Allen with the sack. I am just so paranoid in the pocket because of how bad our team has played today, as Juwan Johnson, though, is going to have a lot of space with Hunter Henry lead blocking in the face mask. So the bad play gets negated by a fantastic play coming out. That's going to give 15 yards after the play, and we're cross midfield already, and that means we can run the football here if we want, and Blake Corum up the middle. As long as he doesn't fumble, knock on wood, we should be good, and I am just going to chew clock. It looks like a blitz coming down from this right-hand side. Man-to-man coverage. Juwan Johnson needs to win it, and we do just throw it out to him, and Juwan Johnson makes the grab for the first down, but what's the penalty flag? Oh, it's a holding, and I think that may take us out of field goal range. It's Cole Strange again, and that does take us out of field goal range, so we have to look to the outside here. Harrison's got to make a good grab. We're going to throw this timing route here, and he's able to bring it in, and that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Justin Fields over 300 yards passing in this game, and they are going to bring a blitz off this right-hand side. It's a third down. I need to run the football to waste time here on the clock. Set up a Will Lutz field goal, as this is now one of the biggest runs in this game I see underneath, and we're not able to get the first down. But the Jaguars do burn a timeout. This is a very makeable field goal here from Will Lutz. And with the kick coming up, it's going to be pushed a little bit, and we miss it. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? We missed the field goal from Will Lutz. And so now back to it on defense. We have to make a stop. We have to make plays. As I'm just going to be dropping here, they're going for verticals concept out to the outside. Mapu, good tackle. And where are you going, Javon Bullard? Oh, we're in such bad coverage here across the board. Evan Ingram's got the catch. We got caught slipping, and they're already crossing midfield. We need a turnover. We need something crazy to happen in our favor here. I'm going to run across, and they just dump it off again. Time continues to burn, and I have to use a timeout because our guys keep getting set up in the wrong spots. Switching now to a zone coverage, getting out of the man looks. That may be our way to negate any issues. But they do go quick underneath, and a good breakup from Dean. And in this nickel, we're bringing pressure on Trevor Lawrence here, and we should have another sack. That's a huge sack from Bentley. Oh my goodness, and I need to burn a timeout here because I want the ball back. But it was another long, drawn-out play action that we were able to take advantage of. But they are going to pin us very, very deep on this one. And this is where we need a guy like Darius Slayton as a deep play weapon. Unfortunately, we just don't have him. And it is going to be a screenplay here. Blake Corum, he's got a lot of open space to work with here. And Blake Corum's going to pick up enough for the first down. 28 seconds now. And I'm going to leave Corum in to block as they're going press coverage here. One high safety look. As we could just maybe get something to work here. I'm just going to throw it up to Harrison. Can we drop it in? No, we can't. And I just want a chance here to go something, to have something happen. And why'd you stop on the route? Oh my goodness. What are you doing to Mario Douglas? You split. It was a too high safety look. If you could have split that middle, that just would have been such a big play for us as you do drop two again. And just quickly across the middle, Douglas has got the grab. We're going to burn our last timeout. 13 seconds left. And so we just have to throw this one to the sideline. As I'm just going to put this one up and over. Trayvon Walker, Josh Allen knocks it down. I'm sorry. And with 8 seconds left, we're going to try to throw one up here for a Hail Mary. Just get it, and we do get hit as we throw, and it is tipped down. 2 seconds left now, as we are going off coach suggestions for this Hail Mary look here. And here it is. Throw this one up. We are hit as we threw a little bit again. It's jumped up and almost tipped into the hands of Jawan Jennings. So we are going to overtime. Passing numbers, rushing numbers across the board. What an explosive game so far. And tails never fails. We have won the toss. We are going to receive, and now we just need a touchdown. A nice, methodical, good drive. So it's reset, 0-0 score. Justin Fields. We can run the ball. We can pass the ball. We don't have to worry about the clock. And we are going to start off with a nice little screenplay here as we finally do get Blake Corum to break free here. Aluakon gets blocked. Corum out to the outside. He's got enough for the first to start. Justin Fields having a much better game passing the football here. And now to the run. We need Mekhi Becton here to seal this edge for us, and he does. And it is a holding call again. Are you kidding me? We are just Plaxico-Burrissing ourselves so bad. If it's Cole Strange, no, it is Becton. So to hold that edge, you had to hold, which is great. And so to make second down a lot more manageable, we are just going to run the football here. Corum up the middle. Corum's actually got a lot of space. Corum to the outside, and it is another holding call. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Mekhi Becton again. It's a trap play. It's not even for you. So now we need to pass to try to get it here at 1st and 15. It is a one-on-one matchup here. Coming back to the ball, though, is Harrison, and that's a phenomenal play. Justin Fields almost 400 yards now. And with this 2nd and 6, we're going to fake the run, go to the play action, and just dump it off, and instead we get sacked. Becton can't hold the edge there. I was afraid about scrambling out, and we need to do everything we can to get this one here. Quick to the outside. Harrison on the edge does have the first. This is one of the most stressful drives I have ever done in Madden, as we are going to try to put this one up and over. Jawan Jennings has the grab. Jawan Jennings making a man miss. Oshano Zimenez goes down for the Jaguars. So at least we're in field goal range, as it is going to be a run up the middle again. Frank Gore Jr.'s got a lot of space. He's running the ball so efficiently, coming back from injury. I love it. And so we're going to feed him here again on the run, and the hole opens up very nicely. And Frank Gore Jr. dives into the end zone and wins us this football game. Returning from injury, finishing with, I think, 40 yards on the ground today. An absolute show. We almost blew it with the Will Lutz missed field goal, came back in overtime, still won the football game. Frank Gore Jr., the star of the game for us, 2 touchdowns on the day, as we walk away with the epic victory royale to start our second half of the season, 30-24. The only thing I'm mad about is Darius Slayton did go down with an injury. He would have been a fun weapon to use, but Fields 421 passing yards, absolutely insane numbers. Rushing the football, Blake Corum 75, Frank Gore 40, Justin Fields almost 40, and receiving Marvin Harrison starting to show why he is wide receiver number 1, maybe in the league with his stat line today. Winning jump balls, great third down conversions for us, just the most reliable weapon we could ask for. And defensively, Nakobe Dean feasting, but Jabril Peppers in that slot corner spot played very, very well. But I do think I'm going to move CJ Gardner-Johnson there for next game, only because I am upset about his pass coverage today from the slot look. So we are looking on now to the next week, and it is sad that we did not walk away with player of the week from Marvin Harrison Jr. or Justin Fields, who both had very good days. Josh Allen, though, finished with 380. And I think it's a good time now to look at the standings. The AFC East is more competitive than ever. Aaron Rodgers getting very, very hot. The Dolphins, one of the best offenses in the league, absolutely going crazy. 8 straight wins for them, and the Bills sitting at 4-4 right now. But we're still fighting, holding a little bit of sliver of hope there at 3-6, because looking at it right now, there is a chance that we could fight our way into that third wild card spot. As only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams stand in front of us right now. But looking at the league leaders in stats right now, Jane Daniels, the rookie, absolutely balling out there. Same with Drake May, playing very well. Coming down here, Justin Fields sitting at 24th in the league already in passing yards. We've been passing the ball so well with him now as our quarterback. But at rushing yards, we are second in the league with Blake Corum. But don't worry, we got first with Marvin Harrison Jr. now, one of the most targeted, if not the most targeted receiver outside of Tyler Boyd in the NFL, sitting at 835. The yak yardage, though, is horrible. But hey, we get it to work. But these are all our season stats so far. Blake Corum, I love those numbers from him. And at receiver, I'm so excited to get Darius Slayton back healthy for us. Look at this route running here on the deep and on the medium. That's what I needed. With that kind of speed, that's going to be nuts for us. But with Justin Fields' stat line the way it is, the completion percentage still is a little worrisome, but I think it is time that he did earn himself an extension. So we're going to go ahead and try to give that to him real quick. And we may have to break the bank for him. We are going to look at a neutral offer at first. Up it just a little bit. 4 years, $12 million salary, $8 million bonus. That's going to be the first offer we're going to give to him. And it will be a fit thing. So we're going to need to give him more money. But that's a good start there. But the other guy I do want to re-sign based on his play is Jabril Peppers. Yes, he is 28 years old. But he's having statistically one of his best seasons yet. We're going to start off and try to get him a little bit cheap. Start with a 3-year, $3.5 million bonus. Up the years and I'm back. That's all we need to do. And this is why I really like Darius Slayton. We have the opportunity here to give him a good offer and do it our way and still pay him less than what we would with T. Higgins. But if we can't get him to re-sign, it may be a tag type of situation. Let him play under the tag for a year. But in the middle, I'm going to make our first offer here to Barrymore. This is what we're going to sit at with him. A 10.5, 7.5. Actually, we're going to up this to $7.8 million deal. This should be enough. And he still wants to up the years and he's back. So a little bit struggling here with some of the big negotiations that we are in. And with Hunter Henry in a long-term deal, I'm going to offer one here to Juwan Johnson, but I am just going to make it a 1-year deal after this year. And he does accept the 1-year contract offer we do give him. The nice thing is at offensive line, we don't really need to re-sign anybody. David Andrews, with his age, I'm probably just going to let him walk. Wise, more of the same there. Definitely a lot of players on this roster that we just need to maybe look at letting go, and that's okay. But we are playing the Tennessee Titans this week. And looking at the injury report, they are going to be without Joe Alt, so we may be bringing a lot of pressure on their quarterback. But Traylon Burke and Okonkwo are both out as well. So it's really going to be bringing pressure on their quarterback, Mr. Kirk Cousins, coming over with the Minnesota Vikings not giving a long-term deal. But then also Derrick Henry still there, running back. He was up at the trade block if you saw last episode, but they really only have one weapon on their entire offense. So I'm going to set up our corners. So it's going to be Christian Gonzalez following around all day long and then stack the box and dare him to beat us. And with this left tackle position, it looks wide open for us to maybe make something happen. And then defensively, look how bad this front group is. Jeffrey Simmons, Leonard Williams are good, But that second level, that linebacking core, I really like Arden Key, don't get me wrong, but this linebacking core is where we're going to attack them. We're going to throw it short, run to the edge, stay out of the middle, stretch plays, stuff like that. That's how we're going to get this to work. As looking at the preview right now, they do have a pretty high-powered offense in terms of points. Rushing yards, though, that's also a big number. I think they may be the best team in the league. Passing yards sitting around the same. Look at fourth down conversions, though. We are 2 of 16 so far this year. In red zone efficiency, we are not doing well. Turnover differential, they're +4. I'd love to finally get an interception today, but it's time to see how we do because we have the opportunity to get up to 4-6 now on the year. So going to weekly strategy, defending the short pass. No, I want to bring pressure and stop the run from Derrick Henry. Inside runs from him. And then, like I said, running to the outside. Now, as long as we get pressure on Kirk Cousins today and nobody gets injured here in practice, we will be all set and ready to go. Looking through it right now, offensively, we're going to be without. That's okay. Takas is a practice squad guy. But then on defense, we are good to go. So it's time to jump in and take down the Tennessee Titans. And coming to Nashville, Tennessee for this game here today. Still haven't had a home game yet in this episode, but here we go. Hopefully we win the coin toss. But Justin Fields has been on such a hot streak lately, passing the football. It's what we needed. And pairing him with Eric Bieniemy, I think, is our biggest thing. And it is so nice to have such a stacked receiving core now with Darius Slayton. I cannot wait to use him as we do win the toss. So we will be receiving in the second half. Looking at the CBS presentation mod, you love to see it. And they're just going to take a knee here to start this game. And looking at Kirk Cousins' stats so far, it's weird to see him in a Tennessee uniform, but I really like the way this NFL universe has shaped out. 14 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. We need an interception. We need our secondary to step up. And starting off, we are going to be having CJ Gardner-Johnson playing in the slot corner role for us. Jabril Peppers did a good job with it last game, 2 sacks, but in coverage, that's where we had a lot of problems with it here, as they are going to be a scramble early from Kirk Cousins, a good coverage sign early in this game. But make sure to let me know in the comment section what players so far do you think we should re-sign. You saw a good visual now. I went through a lot of the players already, as it is a sack coming in from Mapu early on this drive for the Titans to open up this game, and that's a huge sack. But let me know, make sure to let me know what players you want to see us re-sign here, as we are bringing a little bit of a 5-man pressure look here, as they do take a deep shot. Jabril Peppers is all over it. Could have went for the interception. I'll take the breakup all day long, though. And so unlike last week, we get a great stop here today. Frank Gore Jr., the MVP of last week, is going to get the return here, and we could have broken that if he didn't fly through so quickly. But Justin Fields has been on a hot streak. Can he continue it here again today? And like I said, I want to get started on the ground early in this one. Blake Corum, can we make one guy miss? No, we can't. And that was Campbell there in on the tackle. So not the start we wanted, not the tone setter we needed. But we are going to go out to Harrison, as it just misses him there. Disconnect. But that's Caleb Farley on Marvin Harrison. That should be something we win every single time, as we are going to go out here. Douglas may drop in, but a good breakup from the Titans. So 2 3-and-outs to start for both teams there, and they're going to have a lot of space to return this one here. Nakobe Dean's got to get off and make a good tackle. Bentley does finish it up, though, but I cannot wait. We just need to stack the box, make this team run, or at least try to run, instead making them throw as they do go the air here, and it is a cross. DeAndre Hopkins gets burns. Turns on the Jets against Jones, and he's going to be all the way in. A 1-play touchdown. I set it to overall, but Christian Gonzalez didn't go over, didn't get on DeAndre Hopkins, and that's a matchup we cannot let happen here. I said I want Kirk Cousins to beat us through the air, but when we let up those plays, you got to be kidding me. So we just have to recuperate on offense, match the points here that were put up by the Titans, and we're going to start off with a Frank Gore Jr. run. You're going to be seeing him a lot more in this game. But also, I do want to use the running ability here from our quarterback, as it's a Frank Gore Jr. on another good run. But we've seen it all before. We're starting to develop a habit of a holding problem. Please don't be on Mekhi Becton or I'm going to go crazy. No, it's on Kevin Dotson. Still, we can't afford that to happen there. We have to get into a much more manageable 3rd down look here for our team. And it's going to be quick across the middle here to Slayton. Slayton's going to be able to turn up the field. Slayton with a good juke move, breaking one. And so welcome to the team, Darius Slayton. And so this 3rd and 7 is huge for us. And I'm going to try to go to it here. And that is just such a bad pass, throwing out of a sack. So we do have to punt this ball away. Marco Wilson's going to come down and try to go for the hit stick. Bentley ends up finishing him off. Let's see if the overall matchups are working a little bit better here. Yes, they are. So now we're going to go back to it, continuing to stack the box here. They do go quick to the outside. Hopkins one-on-one. And the crazy thing is, I do think this is a realistic look. If Kirk Cousins doesn't re-sign, Tennessee would be a great spot for him. Allow Will Levis to develop a little bit more. And they do go to a run here to the outside. A good tackle coming down from Jabril. And on this 3rd down, we are going to bring another blitz. Force Kirk Cousins to get a little bit unstable here. Quick across the middle. And it's Christian Gonzalez giving it up now to DeAndre Hopkins. Maybe something we could do is something we did against Tank Dell earlier this season. If you do remember, we did a lot of double coverage here, taking away most of the inside looks. And that's just going to allow us to go man-on-man across the board as we do that. And he still gets the completion to him. And it's basically just going to be C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Christian Gonzalez here as they now go to the counter run. And Derrick Henry's got all the space in the world. C.J. Gardner-Johnson's got to come down and give chase, but they're down at the 5. Not what we want to start this game at all. Tennessee looking to put up their 2nd touchdown of the game, going to the air and just getting away from it. I thought he was going the other way. And 14-0 is your score. It was DeAndre Hopkins that carried them down the field, even with some more double coverage. Yeah, look at that no-look pass. That's nuts. So we need to settle back down on offense. It's as simple as this. Be able to scramble out here, and we do with Justin Fields. Just go right down the field. I'll take a 7-yard gain every single time. And really just maybe rely on the athleticism here, but we're going to drop this one over to Hunter Henry, not able to fall in. So it is 3rd and 3, and they are stacking the box. So maybe Darius Slayton on a quick slant route. We can hit it right here, right away. Good catch by Darius Slayton. If that linebacker there didn't go on that blitz, I was not going to throw that in any stretch of the imagination. Luckily enough, it worked out. So we keep this drive rolling here with the play, and we're going to try to go to Slayton here again, but a bad pass coming out from Fields. Where is this coming from? Last week, we started so well offensively. Now we're just absolutely struggling here in this one, as we are going to try to go to a screenplay to Jawan Jennings, and it does have a lot of space. Jawan Jennings off to the races all of a sudden. The screenplay opened up. He's down the sideline. He's finally going to get a broad down, but it's the unexpected source that's getting us here in this ball game, and it looks like they are going to bring pressure. So we are going to try a fade here to Harrison real quick and just throw it up real quick. Throw it up to Harrison. He's not able to bring it in. So the fade route wasn't able to get us a score. Play action now, one-on-one. We're rolling out with Fields, and I see him in the end zone. Taysom Hill's able to get the touchdown catch. The tight end fit that one in there. I was worried about the defensive back coming over, making a good play on the ball, but Fields able to fit that one in. Jeffrey Simmons giving chase. Slayton kind of giving a little screen there, but this is going to start maybe our comeback. We're playing from behind early in this one. The first quarter seen a lot of points, and that happened last week too. The offenses so far just swinging for the fences. Sticking with man-to-man looks, maybe the wrong call here as they do go to the air once again, out to the outside. Jabril Peppers giving chase there, and that's a good play, as that catch was actually made by number 1 rookie Trey Knox. So that's where they decided to go with the pick, as they do go speed option now, and it's a pitch to the outside. I've never seen an AI attempt that before. There's no way you got Kirk Cousins running the speed option with the new coach. I want to see what offensive coordinator they brought in, because that is absolutely nuts. 3rd and 11 though. We are going to engage with Barrymore just for a second and then drop, and we're running across with it, and it is Jabril Peppers coming in for a sack. Mike Vrabel's defense puts it together when we need it the most here. I love the mismatched zone blitzes that we can run. It's not like Giants franchise where we're playing positionless football, but it's still enough where we are able to move some guys around, drop some guys if needed here. But Frank Gore Jr. going to have a lot of room here for a return if we can make it happen. We can't. So it is time for us now to tie up this football game. And I see him coming across here. Slayton, can we make the grab just out of his reach? And what got us down the field in the last game was our short, sweet, simple routes. And we're just going to go back to it here. We're going to go to developing long, methodical drives. I think I've tested the ball deep too much in this game, but the end of the first quarter is here. Numbers-wise, we need to get started on the ground. Stretch play right now, Blake Corum. And we're asking a lot out of Jawan Johnson here. He's got to reach all the way out, and he does. Hunter Henry picking up a good block, but there's a holding call again. I didn't even change any of the penalty sliders. We just have really undisciplined offensive linemen right now. It's Mike Owenu going for the penalty. So 3rd down and long. Very tough here as we're going to scramble out and just throw this up to Hunter Henry. We're able to fit it in. I put myself in a bad body position with Justin Fields a throw. Luckily enough, it falls in. And he's actually been playing pretty well for us. So I'm going to go back to it here on a screen. as it is a bad block coming out from Mike. But that's okay. We are going to the counter here, and if we could just get to the edge, that'd be huge. Up the middle, Taysom Hill just push the pile after you miss the block. Blake Corum still -1 rushing yards on the day, and I do want to bring Slayton in motion here to the outside. Clock running down. We are going to have to maybe snap it, and we just barely get it off, and if Slayton can get open here and just fit it in, and I threw an interception. They just got hung up on each other. I didn't want to take the sack, and it is a bad interception coming out from me. I tried to go to Slayton here. Harrison took an inside release, and they're just all over each other. Slayton lining up about 4 or 5 yards outside of the hashes, and then he gets pushed on his break all the way to almost the opposite hash. So definitely not our brightest moment in terms of play calling here, but a sack comes out early. Carl Lawson. We're bringing pressure today. We are dead last in the NFL in sacks, or close to. So if we could get things to work today in terms of sacks, that'd be huge, as they do quick to the outside underneath. Good breakup from Jones. That's what we need. And on this 3rd and 18, we're bringing a 5-man look. We're going to drop here. They're going to test us deep. We have 2 guys there, and we do get to break up the double coverage, the Megatron treatment on DeAndre Hopkins. Maybe a little unorthodox, but if that's what we have to do to win this football game, I'm all for it. Come back out. Let's settle down. Let's make some good throws here. And I see him across the middle. That's such a bad throw, though, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to go for a bullet pass, and that was just a horrible play from Justin Fields. I need better arm strength out of him to make those throws. I got to stop testing, and we got to go down to the run. We're 16 passes to only 4 rushes. Is up the middle. Henry trying to find some space. But don't worry. We will come back in this game. I promise you. I will not let this game go this way, as we are going to go double coverage here again. Up the middle, bring pressure. We get stuck on a D lineman. That's fine. Screenplay. Good job holding up Henry. But we're going to continue this double coverage look. Jabril Peppers and Christian Gonzalez, and that's going to be perfect for us. Nobody deep, as they do go here again, and it's caught this time, and it is a foot race to the end zone, and we're not able to get it. Marcus Jones goes down with an injury. That means Mathis is going to have to come in, and that's just an absolute killer there, as the extra point almost goes awry, and he does have a shoulder strain. I got to keep him in. I do not want him going out, and we need something to go right here. 2 straight big turnovers. We just need to get away from it, go down to the run, a hard-nosed drive here. Starting off with a power play here, and if we could get the edge, that'd be huge. Blake Corum in a foot race already. Good juke move on the inside is going to be enough for 9, and we're going to go hurry up, go right down their necks again here for the first. Blake Corum fall forward, and even getting Justin Fields involved now with the read option. Can we get the stiff arm? We do, and it is a fumble. Luckily, we fall on it. This is why I hate Justin Fields sometimes. I need to up his carrying stats. I cannot deal with it. This is a killer right now. We need to just get something going, as pressure is just in our face. As we're going to try to force this one here to Harrison, and we just barely do. We just need to stay away from the deep shots unless it almost is a guarantee. That's just as simple as that, as we go quick to a running back leaking out. Good breakup by Walden. This is a 3rd and 10. They are bringing pressure, and it's quick breakdown, but it is intercepted. A bad throw again from him. That one should have been easily completed to Harrison. I think we were hit as we threw. I had to go back and look at it, but look at the right side of our line very quickly on this one. 2 easy swim moves. Dotson's just laying down there in the dirt, and on the route here, Harrison did get open. Douglas was clearing out. This is window shopping right here, and he just threw it behind him. And it is just an interception. So here we go. Got to make things working, as that should have been an interception. It's double coverage out there. But Peter Skorinski goes down with an injury, so both the left and right tackles are injured now. So I want to bring even heavier pressure, which is just crazy, as they do go to the play action and across the middle. Nope, out to the outside, and it is 3rd and inches. And on this 3rd and inches, they are not going to go to the run, surprisingly. That's crazy, but it is a broken coverage. The tight end, Wiley, flies free, and we are just down absolutely bad. 3 massive turnovers from Justin Fields results in 21 unanswered coming out from the Titans. And so we are just going to have to scratch our way back into this ball game. We're just going to pass our way. We can't run the football. We have to pass our way back into this one. And one of the guys we haven't gone to a lot is Douglas here on a whip route. He may come open, and he does. We're going to go out to him for an easy first down. 9 of 21, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions to start this game. The screenplay to Juwan Jennings, really our one big play of the game here, but this screenplay goes out. Frank Gore's actually got a lot of space, and he's going to get a first down. I guess when we just settle down and throw it short, good things can happen here. Is pressure coming, and we're just going to throw this one out early. Our offensive line collapsed again from that right side, but they are just making our life miserable here. Quick to the outside to Slayton, and that just misses him. So we are going back to a play action that we've run a lot, and if Corum can leak out, maybe we could hit him, as it is a holding call right away, and it is a flag. We got sacked. They knew what was coming. Oh my goodness. Offensively, we are just collapsing. Cole Strange. Hey, accept it. Why not? And they're not. We're going to have to punt this football away. We can't go for it on 4th and 17. We need to be able to pin them deep here, and we do. They take a fair catch, and I need our offense, or defense, I mean, to just step up. Even double covering DeAndre Hopkins is just not working. Play inside, outside on him here. They do go to the run, though. Nakobe Dean, good tackle. Playing patient there behind that first level. And he's definitely a beast. He's going to be a long-term player for us. I think we could develop him very, very well, as they do go almost to the run again. Instead, go play action. And we're going across the middle, and we're there, I thought, as he does break the tackle, and he's off to the races here. He does get the first down. And just if you ask what's going right, nothing is. We're going to run with this one underneath here as they do throw the outside. Jones, can we get the interception? We can't. Clock's going to continue to run here. We're still looking with the one high safety. We need to pressure up the middle, and he still wins the one-on-one. DeAndre Hopkins, you can't double team him. You can't even double team him. And just looking at it, this is killer here. Christian Gonzalez steps up. Jabril Peppers just trying to run and just over the top. Holy crap. We just can't get anything to go our way, as we're going to try to drop this one up and over, and it is a good knockdown there from Ford at linebacker. And with one-on-one coverage backside with Slayton, maybe this is where I go real quick here, just out to him, and he's got enough for the first down. 4th and 1, and I don't want to risk it. I don't want to risk any more points going up on the board here. Behringer's going to punt this one away. And in the second half, if we make one more mistake with Justin Fields, we may be seeing Bo Nix re-enter the ball game for us. And we're just going to stick in a cover 4 zone, I think, in cover 3, cover 4, as they are just still passing the ball, which is ridiculous to me. They're up 35-7. They do stop the clock here with a timeout, as they do throw underneath once again here to Wiley. Wiley making people miss at tight end. Big tight end making moves, as Kirk Cousins has 5 passing touchdowns in the first half. We are breaking NFL records in the absolute worst and wrong way, as a cross out to the outside, and it is missed. He's got 5 touchdowns in this first half. Modded Madden is just a different beast. It is crazy here as they dump this one off underneath to Spears. Spears running ahead, and they burn the timeout here. We just need to tackle them inbounds, and that should be enough for the half. I'm going to roam here with Bullard. They do go to the outside just to stop the clock, hopefully, and we keep them inbounds, and that should be enough to end it. 3, 2, 1, so we get lucky. We walk away here. No way they got... Oh, they didn't get a snap up. Okay. But starting out with the ball here in the second half, we got to make the biggest comeback in history. It's as simple as that. And Justin Fields, 11 for 27, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Not the day we want. And if we want to come back in this game, it's going to be a lot of good drives going right and doing the little things right. And we're going to do completion first. Get completions, and the rest will follow here. Quick to the outside. Harrison, good jump ball for the first down. Wow, he's getting locked down by Caleb Farley. And just saying that sentence doesn't even sound right here, is we're going to go here to Slayton for a good first down grab again. Going here now to the play action. We're going to have to scramble out. We got guys coming right at us. I was going to take off with Fields here. I saw the guy down the field. Please don't fumble the football. I tried to go out of bounds, and Fields is actually banged up on the play. Oh, no, he's good. Never mind. Whew. That was scary. But we continue. I digress. We're just going to dump this off to Blake Corum, and that was almost intercepted, and we get the face mask out of it, and we do get the 15 yards. Good snag by Blake Corum. I saw the comments. We need to throw the running backs more. I agree. We definitely need to throw these running backs more and just get them out in open space. Let them work here just like that right now. Get 6 easy yards. Just get the good completions to fall in. It's as simple as that. Rotating out here as I throw it up and over the top. Jawan Jennings falling in. I saw that D-back coming down the hill so hard. I honestly didn't know if he was going to have the reaction time there for it, but I am going to run this one up the middle here. Blake Corum, if we can get it in, and we get another holding call. Are you kidding me? This time it's Mekhi Becton one more time. And so at this point, I don't even think it's feasible to run the football. We're just getting absolutely killed. Holding calls and more here, rolling out to the right side, and we try to throw it to the corner to Slayton, not in. But what about the opportunity here to try Slayton on the corner route? Maybe Jawan Jennings underneath to just read that corner there, and he does break underneath, so we're going to throw it there to Jennings to make it 3rd and goal a lot more manageable. And we're going to change Douglas to a slant right here, because if these 2 middle linebackers come, this is a touchdown for us, and they don't come. And we're just going to get sacked. Holy crap. Just having no time in the pocket to make anything happen. With it being this far out, I'm just going to take the field goal, take our licks, take our points in this one, and make it just a little bit closer. 25-point game now. Problem is, it's still a 4-score game in this one. Not what we needed. And I'm expecting in the second half, they're going to do a lot of running the football here, taking down the clock. I got to plan accordingly here as they do actually go play action to start. That's wild. Just leaking out is Derrick Henry. Carl Lawson giving chase, not able to bring him down. They are finally going to go to the run here. Actually, another play action coming out, and it's Wiley leaking out again. Kirk Cousins just having his way in this ball game, and it is just not even close at this point. And with Tajay Spears still not even getting a lot of carries, a lot of space, that's just wild to me. Is across the middle, good breakup by CJ Gardner-Johnson. And God's going to go down. That one is just a killer here. Mapu up the middle. And we do get a good pressure on Kirk Cousins. 3rd and 9 now. And they do go quads. Look here. We got to get out. And they go underneath the DeAndre Hopkins. And it is a stop. So finally, our defense is able to make something happen. And yes, you could be watching this saying, maybe getting rid of Jonathan Jones was the bad decision. But I'm really not sure. I don't know how to feel right now about how our team has played. Maybe it was the wrong move, but when we did sub him out, he's been subbed out for a while now. We've actually been having a lot of success. I don't know what's going on in this ball game. Maybe it's the fact that we don't have Tavai in the middle. His zone coverage is a little bit better, but Nakobe Dean and Mapu just not doing what we need them to do. As out to the outside now, Frank Gore's only able to get up to the 20-yard line. We just need to keep throwing this football to get back in this one. As I'm just going to take off with Fields, actually. We have enough speed here with Fields where we can make something happen. And Justin Fields off to the races. This is the athleticism that we needed from him, and a good juke move to finish off the huge, massive scramble. 80 yards from him. That's the kind of athleticism that goes, hey, I like this guy. But, you get the bad plays, you get the good plays. It's as simple as that with this guy. Holy crap, what a good juke move there at the end. And I looked at Hunter Henry running the crosser, and I was like, if we could use this as my lead blocker, that'd be a lot better. But Justin Fields, what a good juke move there at the end. And being able to score fast is what's going to enable us to come back in this football game. Taysom Hill, the hold, and the kick is good. One play, 80 yards, 13 seconds. That's huge for us. Score is now cut down to 21. 3 touchdowns. We need 3 stops for our defense. That's it, but still asking a lot. And we are bringing Jones here on a zone blitz. Off the corner. Guy in motion here. We're going to stay out with him just in case, and it is going to be a cutback lane for Hunter Henry. We're there with Jones to clean it up. And Henry only got 6 carries on the day so far, as they do now go I formation, 12 personnel, fullback and tight end in. They do go a little bit motion here, as it is going to be a run with Henry, and I missed the coming down in the fill option for that safety, the DB coming downhill. But it's going to be a lot still to ask out of our team. It's quick now. Oh my goodness. Nakobe Dean just bailed on that zone so quickly to try to get to the outside. This has just been rough so far. Tay Crowder now even playing in the middle for us, motioning out. Tay Crowder now, we're asking him to go man-on-man with Knox, as it is a delay of game coming out. Move them back across midfield, and we know it's going to be a pass play screenplay coming out, and it is a huge sack by Mapu. 2nd and 24 now. That's absolutely massive, and now they're definitely going to pass it here to get back some yards, right? And they do. As they do quick and easy here to Phillips. We're there to make the tackle. 3rd and 18. We're going to bring pressure, force this ball out fast, force it not even close to the sticks. As somebody does jump again, if we give them a free 5 yards, oh my goodness. And it is going to be on the offense, thank goodness. So those 5 yards from Kyle Phillips just gets lost again. So we are going to bring a nickel blitz. Free rusher up the middle as they do go quick to the outside. And as long as we make the tackle, we're good. Bullard, good tackle. That's going to bring the end of the 3rd quarter, and they're going to punt this football away. So just a bad first half. I mean, we're winning the second half. We're doing pretty good. 10-3 in the second half. So the score, passing numbers, though, are just nuts from the Titans. Problem is now we just have to score fast again. It's as simple as this. And we are going to let this one bounce into the end zone unless it just goes. It stays there, and it is a free pull. Are you absolutely kidding me? I tried to pick it up with Frank Gore. I should have just called Peter, get away from it. And now we need to make another stop here coming across. We need a huge sack. Give me something good. Please, Barrymore, good sack. This is legitimately a killer. Oh my goodness. As they do go screenplay out to the outside, we got to run across the field with Gardner Johnson to try to make a tackle, and we do. 3rd and 12 still. At least hold them to a field goal. But somebody does jump, and I think this one is us. And it is going to be on the defense. So 3rd and 12 now goes to 3rd and 7. But I do want this ball to get out quick again. We're bringing the blitz. I just have to. DeAndre Hopkins is going to be one-on-one. We are kind of risking it a little bit. We know this is going to be a pass. Quick out to the running back. Maybe. No, across the middle. And we're not able to make the tackle. And he is going to almost get into the end zone. 1st and goal. Kirk Cousins passes 400 yards. And if they score here, that's going to be all she wrote in this game. We had our chance. A bad special teams mistake there as Henry fights his way in. We're going to move on to next week, finish up this game. I'll show you guys the stats at the end, but holy crap. And they put up another 3 points, but that was all she wrote in this one. Just not a good day. Mistakes across the board. Coverage-wise, Christian Gonzalez on DeAndre Hopkins was just a matchup nightmare. I thought we were going to be able to walk away with a win in this one. We drop now to 3-7. But I said it, we still need to go 3-1 in this episode to make a splash. DeAndre Hopkins finishing with 170, Wiley 95, and it just wasn't our day. How good did Harrison do? Only 2 catches for 19 yards. We need him to get more involved if we want to win games. As simple as that. Jawan Jennings, our best receiver today. And we're going to move on now to the next week. And looking forward, we gave Kirk Cousins the player of the week. And stats-wise, I don't like where Justin Fields' numbers are at. We're committing to a goal right now. The next 2 games, no interceptions, but this is the number that's scaring me. 23 times he's been sacked. Looking at it, 4, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, and it's not even that we're holding on to the ball too long. Maybe a quarter of those are or less, but Blake Corum also had no yards last week. He's had a couple bad games as of recently. I need to get him back rolling, but we do have to play the Bills today at 5-4, sitting at the 7th wild card spot. Turnover differentials where we are getting killed. And stats-wise, Josh Allen, 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, running the ball. They're spreading the ball out a lot with Allen getting some carries, Gus Edwards, and James Cook. And then receiving-wise, Shakir is dominating them in receiving yards. My breakout candidate for this year, so that's kind of cool to see. Gabe Davis also having some success. Kincaid, a very solid offense there. And if you look at them defensively, they are pretty solid here as well. Corners, 85 Russell Douglas, 90 Tre'Davious White. Safeties is where they have a little bit of problems. But looking at our standings here, we are just 5 games back already. They do have a lot of injuries, though. McLeod, Darius Robinson, Cody Barton in the middle for them, Terrion Johnson. That's another huge corner for them. So that'd be wild if he was even healthy for this game. But defensively, they've been one of the best in the league. But this is where I need to point out here. We are 4 takeaways. That's it. That's all we have this season. Our defense cannot get takeaways. It's ridiculous. We needed to switch up this time around. We need to get things rolling for ourselves. But I am still going to offer a long-term contract to Justin Fields and Try Slayton once again. And we're ranked 30th. The Bills are ranked 16th. We need to get things rolling right now, especially for our defense. And with Fields, we're going to up his years to 5. Give him 0.1 more on the bonus. Even though I wasn't looking to return, this offer is getting real tempting. So he wants just a little bit more out of us. And then with Jabril Peppers, he wanted more years to his contract. And I'll give him a 4-year extension. He'll play till he's 32. And he is going to be back for us. So that's a big re-signing. And then with Barrymore, I think he wanted another year on his deal. But that's going to start killing our cap space. But I prefer to be around longer than this. He wants a longer deal than a 4-year one. Holy crap, we're going to have to maybe break the bank for him. And then with Darius Slayton, I'm going to up this contract just a little bit. Make this one a 4-year deal, so he'll play until he's 31 for us. But he doesn't quite accept. He wants more, and that's going to be the problem here. But other than that, the rest of our free agents aren't too crazy. I'm going to bring back Taysom Hill, maybe. But in weekly strategy, I want to stop Josh Allen from throwing it deep on us. I want no deep balls up and over the top. I want to force him to make mistakes. He's prone to throw interceptions sometimes. But holy crap, it's been a good year for him. We don't want to throw over 350 yards. We want 3 passing touchdowns. And we need nobody injured, especially at the cornerback position for us. And it looks like we are all going to be good to go. No injuries across the board. Bless up. Let's see if we can take down the Buffalo Bills and start this climb back to the playoffs. And we are finally back at home in Foxborough. This is our first time playing the Bills this season. Our final stretch of 4 games are going to be ridiculous. If I remember correctly, we had to play the Bills again, the Jets, the Dolphins, and the San Francisco 49ers. If I remember correctly, that's our last 4 stretch of games, which is going to be tough. That is a gauntlet. And if we win the next 2, we put ourselves in the position for maybe a wild card spot at 9-7. But that's a lot of wins we have to string together against the Jets one more time, the Bills twice now, the Dolphins one more time. The only easy game I think we have left on our schedule is next week against the Indianapolis Colts. And I think our zone coverage will be a key for us today, just to be able to not let anybody beat us up and over the top as they do go run here to start, and a good fumble to start the game, and we do fall on it. Mapu goes down, which sucks, but we get a turnover on the very first play of the game. It was Barrymore who came in with the big hit on James Cook. A good swim move coming out from Uche allowed actually Keon White to get the big hit, and with the ball on the ground, who fell on it? It was Barrymore who ended up falling on it, so that's why I got him confused. But you could not ask for a better play to open up the game. Now to the read option here. Frank Gore up the middle, not a lot going. But the only problem we are going to face today is if you look at that right side, Tre'Davious White's going to follow Darius Slayton around all day long. So we may have to go the other way to Harrison here, as Harrison's going to have the catch to put us right down on 1st and goal. But Slayton may be a non-factor. Maybe we need to find better ways to get him involved, because with Mapu actually returning to the game, but also Slayton being such a weapon for us with his speed, Tre'Davious White, it's going to be hard to get him involved. Frank Gore, run up the middle, though. Can we score it in? And he does push forward a little bit there, just for a yard. But hopefully we can get this in here with Corum now checking into the ball game at running back. I'm looking for the hole. Can we get it? And he does. Blake Corum, an early touchdown here against the Bills, thanks to their mistake. What a good play. Uche setting it all up, as well as White. Holy crap. This is what we need. Every game's a must win, even if we want a chance at a wild card. And right now, who's got the wild card? The Buffalo Bills, sitting at 5-4 so far this season. Lutz is going to knock this one through. Such a good start for us. So why not? Let's do it again here. Let's get another good stop. I think they're going to go to the pass right away, and they do. But that would have been crazy. This is actually a screenplay to the backside. Mapu giving chase, and maybe we could force another foul. Okay, I'm getting a little too overzealous here. But I think we're going to do less man blitzing today. Maybe the most we run is 5 guys, and I think that's actually going to be a free first down for them. But it's actually on the offense. Wow, okay, so that does back them up a little bit. But we are going to rely on a lot of zone coverage today, and I didn't even get a chance to say it, but we did make some changes to our defensive line. Uche is going to be in there to help us get some stops as Cook's out in the open field. Cook, good run. But Uche is going to be coming down, rushing off the edge in place of Carl Lawson. I know he's been playing pretty well for us, but if we want to run more zone looks, I need a linebacker rushing off the edge who's going to be able to drop better than Carl Lawson will. And then the other side is going to be Bentley there rushing, as now they're going to take a deep shot here, and it is Knox with the catch. Actually, that's Kincaid. I apologize. We need to do another quick play here as they go out to Gabe Davis. I brought a corner blitz. They went away from it. So a good play call there coming out as they do go 5 wide here. We know it's a pass. I don't think they're going to run a QB draw with Josh Allen. If they did, maybe we get an opportunity here. And it's actually a screenplay to the outside, and he just throws that one in the dirt. And we're going to leave Dean here just to roam in the middle, as it is going to be a play action. We're going to run with this one here to the outside. Josh Allen getting chased, but there's a penalty marker down as Josh Allen's off to the races here. What is this penalty marker? Hopefully it's a holding on them. We've gotten so many called against us the past couple of weeks, as it's a big one that's going to back them up. 3rd and 4 to 2nd and 20. I'll take that all day long, as they're going to continue in this 5 wide look here, as we are just going to drop. It's a screenplay coming out, as we do get the sack on the screen instead. Bentley rushing off the edge. His speed rushing off the edge is going to be big for us, as he does get a good sack. So we're going to show cover 6 here, only just switch to a cover 3. 3rd and 27 now. Almost take him out of field goal range, as Josh Allen's going to scramble another sack, and it does take him out of field goal range. Our defense, which is one of the worst teams in the league in sacks the past 2 weeks, has been stepping up huge for us. Josh Allen even slow to get up, and they are going to attempt a field goal. This one feels like from really far away, and it's going to be a 50-something yarder here, and it's going to barely squeeze its way through. The Bills get 3 up on the board. I got a little too excited. We didn't knock them quite out of field goal range, but 3-7 is your score. Our defense playing a lot better today than they did last week, as Justin Fields come back on the field for us. Get him in space, involved, easy passes, but also we win and we do better when Blake Corum gets more involved here. Run play, counter up the middle. Dotson's not able to get the block. This is one of the times here when Darius Slayton isn't locked down by, and we get pressure in our face right away. I see you throw this one away. Holy crap, dude. 23 sacks since we got Justin Fields as a starter, and our offensive line just fell apart there. But I was going to say, Darius Slayton wasn't man-to-man there against Tre'Davious White, and he isn't here on this one. So we are going to bring Slayton on the blitz or slant instead. I'm just going to go over here and just try to hit it in this window. Slayton making the catch, but he drops it. Hampton in coverage giving chase. That should have been an easy completion to Slayton. And so we do have to punt this football away. That's an absolute killer. That's a pass that we need completed. And from an 88 overall receiver, that needs to happen, as Diggs is returning punts for them. Holy crap. So they are starting here at the 32-yard line. Quick to the outside, and they do go to James Cook, and we just need a good, holy, what a spin move coming out from James Cook there on Uche. But they're going to have a good opportunity here to keep this drive going, as Cook again off to the races, and he's a tough running back to stop. Yeah, the fumble to start the game, but other than that, he's had his way with us so far. But I think Jonathan Abram and Taylor Rapp are going to get a lot more playing time today, as we do just try to hold this outside, and we do with Mapu. We need to make sure he stays healthy for us, because with his speed at linebacker, being able to user him is huge. I just want one interception, please. Give me the opportunity to just get one good stop here. We're going to move Uche into the middle, as they do go play action, and we're going to run with it here across, and we're just not fast enough to stay up with it, but Jabril Peppers knocks it out. A huge play from him, and we are bringing Rap on a blitz from the safety look, and we do have a free rusher, and it is going to be dumped off right underneath it. As long as we make the tackle, that's solid. We're going to force a Buffalo punt. Marco Wilson did a really good job in coverage there, and I know I haven't given him quite a chance. Maybe him at slot corner wouldn't be half bad, as they do try to pin us deep on this one. I'm going to stay away from it with Frank Gore, stay as far away from it as possible. I'm just going to let them down it. We're not going to touch it. And now just play the field position battle. Try to get our backs out of the end zone here. We have this lead. I want to maintain it up the middle. Blake Corum, good run. Breaking off a 1 tackle, carrying another one up for 7. And as long as Mekhi Becton can get up here to the linebacker, this should be a nice first down run. And it said it's Cole Strange, but it is a first down run. That's a good play for us. And now we're going to bring in Justin Fields. A little read option look here. Off to the races. And we got one guy to beat here, Justin Fields. And we're able to get almost up to the 40-yard line. He rushed for almost 90 yards last game, and maybe that's what we need to start doing more. Playing to his strength instead of asking him to pass the ball so unbelievably much. I'm not used to using a scrambling quarterback, but that's my mistake here. And we're Andre Stevenson now checking in. We're going to continue to do the read option look, and this is another one off to the races, and we can't pick up the block, but there's a holding call. I love holding calls as the ball fumbles out. Are you kidding me? Luckily enough, I think it's just going to be a hold. We're just going to get backed up, and that is going to bring the end of the first quarter. Cole Strange getting called for another one here, as holding calls has just been the death of us so far. Score 7-3. We still have the lead. This is going to be a tough interdivisional matchup today. We just got to get things rolling for us here, as Justin Fields is going to pull this one. Justin Fields is going to be off to the races here again, and I'm just going to slide down. Please slide down, as he's got 2 fumbles already in this game. That's, oh my gosh, that's a killer. And I'm going to motion Harrison out to the outside here, and I'm actually going to run him on a slant to get Tre'Davious White to follow, but that does give me maybe a zone coverage, but we can't snap it in time because Harrison didn't get set, so we're going to get backed up here on this 3rd down just a little bit more. I just wanted to make it more exciting on our own 29, and it looks like the safeties are coming here, so if we run a screenplay, this could really, really work. Is just dump it off here, Blake Corum, and we don't get the blocks. That's crazy. We had a great opportunity there with the screenplay to hopefully get it to work. Bernard's there to make the tackle. Buffalo's just winning this field position battle right now against us. Luckily enough, we're still holding on the lead, but Marco Wilson, good job of getting down there to pin them deep to start this drive. And I am expecting a stretch play here, as they are just going to do this one up the middle. Jabril Peppers there to make the tackle. Big hit coming out from Uche again, as I am just confident in our defense right now to make plays. We just need to. I got nothing else but confidence for our defense. As they go quick to the outside, another bad throw from Allen. 3rd and 9 already. This is where we bring pressure, try to get this ball out fast. And to be Wilson coming off the edge with Dean in tow. Up the middle, we should have a free rusher. Josh Allen getting credit here. We just knocked the ball down. Jones, maybe we could have went for the interception there, but I know we need an interception. We haven't had one since week 2. Maybe somebody fact check me on that, but I'll take the guaranteed stop every single time. Let's go. We forced the Bills to punt once again, one of the best offenses in the league. And they do also have one of the best defenses in the league. But we're able to make things happen against them. And it's going to be Frank Gore. Frank Gore to the outside. Frank Gore's got a lot of space. The return man, the MVP in our first game of this episode, may get it again here today, as he's got a return touchdown. We don't need our offense. We don't need Justin Fields. We just apparently need Frank Gore in this one. Holy crap. You got to love it here. 14-3 is your score. We win by any means necessary. Do that. That's called the Patriot way, baby. That's the new Patriot way. The old one was a guy named TB12, but we are having a 2-score lead in this one. That's a good feeling to say. And so let's continue here. Our defense makes stops as they do test the outside here. Jabril Peppers almost getting the interception. Instead, it's tipped up. And this is why we don't go for interceptions. Oh my goodness. Stephon Diggs holds on to it. Are you kidding me? James Cook goes down with an injury. Hands of just absolute stone from Peppers is a killer there for us, as they do go to the run here with the backup running back. Good tackle from Marco Wilson on Gus Edwards. If you want to play that sums up our season, that's it right there. That's it. Simple as that. That is the play. I mean, we just can't freaking get a tackle. Are you kidding me here? As they do go quick to the outside. And hey, good coverage though by Christian Gonzalez. Now we even have Mathis checking in here on a 3rd and long. Expecting maybe a screenplay, but it is going to be quick to the outside. And it's just, they completely torched our zone there. And so that's what happens when you have an X factor enabled and your name's Josh Allen, as it's going to be probably Gus Edwards here getting the carry again, but it's not. As they do go to the outside, and we just try for the breakup, but it is a touchdown. Gabe Davis, CJ Gardner-Johnson in coverage, not able to do it. So Buffalo within striking distance. It's going to be a 4-point game now. We need our offense to come back out and re-extend this lead for us. Or maybe we can get it from Frank Gore on another possible return here. Let's see what he can do. Frank Gore down the field. Not breaking any tackles, but we do have a decent start at the 24. Justin Fields continue the slow, the methodical, and then Blake Corum continue to run the ball well. No holding calls, please. No overhang linebackers. This should be a good run for us up the middle, but no. So that one just doesn't work. Slayton across on the drag, maybe. Douglas is going to try to leak out. We just got to take off with Fields here just for a couple yards because I was looking at Douglas on the drag. He got completely caught up in the interior, 3rd and long already. So it is just going to be a flood concept. We need our guys to stay in and block very well here. Out to the outside, up and over the top. Bad throw coming out. And with another incompletion, we just have to punt this ball away. So nothing going for our offense right now. We still hold the lead in this ball game. Diggs back to return. We need to stop to keep this field position in our favor enough here, but Diggs breaking tackles now. Diggs is going to have life on this return all the way up to the 35. Luckily enough, wasn't able to get anything more, but we know man-to-man coverage is what's been going well for us in this game. It's not been the zone looks because Josh Allen with his X Factor has been able to torch us in that. As they do go run here, opening up the middle, you see Patriots players flying all over as Hawkins gets 9. As they do go under center here, and it is just a stretch play to the outside. We just got to run out and chase. It's Gus Edwards breaking enough for the first. But I really do like the way this Buffalo team's built. It's a scary team to face, and it's going to continue to be scary for a couple of years unless Stephon Diggs does leave and go somewhere else, which is very possible for the Bills in this franchise. As they run this one here, we should have this bottled up, and we do. Keon White playing very well in the middle for us. And with Bentley going down, it's going to bring Tay Crowder in at linebacker just a little bit more, which is fine. I have no problem with Tay Crowder. I really like him at linebacker. Quick, though! Almost intercepted by Taylor Rapp. What else should you expect? Another dropped interception for us. So on this 3rd and 8, we're going to bring some heavy pressure. Just try to force this ball out quick. They don't have enough blockers in to take care of all of us here. We'll have a free rusher in, out to the outside. Christian Gonzalez, another breakup. Could have went for the interception again. But we do force a punt. I cannot believe how bad we are at getting interceptions. You know, most people's franchise, you're seeing a ton of interceptions. You're seeing cool plays. No, we are realistic, realism, ground and pound. We can't catch an interception. But I digress. We just got to get things rolling here, please. And we're just going to scramble out and set our feet nice and easy underneath. Okay, never mind. And so I don't want to get stuck in a long 3rd down already, but I see one-on-one to the outside. If they run a quick blitz, this slant route should be open, and it is. We're just going underneath, and it's knocked down. He fell back on it. So it is a 3rd and 10 already, and I want to give Marvin Harrison some space there on the outside. Douglas one-on-one. Douglas, please, we need to fit this ball in, and we can't. Pressure in our face again. And I guess that's on me. I just need better pocket presence. I think that's how we need to get it to work here, as they do maybe go for a block, but we're going to have Marco Wilson running down, stopping this one at the 40-yard line. I'll take it. But we haven't beat a team with a good or positive record at all this season, so this would be a nice win if we could get this one here today, but it's going to be a tough one. It's definitely going to be tough as they go run to the outside here. Gus Edwards looking for a cutback lane. Luckily enough, we're all over it, bottling only for 4, and we just need things to go right. Gus Edwards, another run here. Jabril Peppers, we're coming all the way across the field. We hold him to a 3rd and 3 as we are coming closer now to the end of the first half. I just need another stop. We cannot let them to score a touchdown here. We just need to at least force them to a field goal here. I want to go into halftime with the lead in this game as they go quick and underneath, and we're almost there to knock it out, but it is Stephon Diggs with a good grab. Our defense is settling down, playing a lot better in this game, so I'll admit that, but somebody does almost jump there, but it is going to be another Gus Edwards actually play action, and this is almost a sack, and instead it's going to be a deep shot to Gabe Davis. Marcus Jones, come on, I know you're faster than that. You need to be running better in coverage, but that sack would have been the perfect opportunity to stifle this Bills drive. As they do go to the air very quick. We're there in coverage, and we do get a sack. And that's a huge play for us. We're getting pressure with 4. That is an amazing thing. As they do go quick and underneath, just a bad throw. And they're going to punt this football away. So the next drive for us on offense is going to be very interesting. Do we push the ball? Do we not push the ball? And they are going to try to pin us deep on this one, and they do. I'm not going to go touch it. And so let's see what we can do here. We got to have better pocket presence. It's as simple as that. Get nice and easy catches. Get down the field here. We're already in a 3rd and 2. We're going to go hurry up with this one. And I'm actually going to run it inside zone to try to get a good play. And that doesn't work. Are you kidding me? How are they all over the run there? That is actually insane. They completely ran commit against us. And we're in the 2-minute drill. They should think we're passing all the way. But Marco Wilson, good stop there, and they have now a minute 18 on the clock. So a bad offensive drive from us. And we're just going to sit in a cover 4 look. I'm waiting for something to come underneath, and they instead go to the outside. Gonzalez one-on-one against Diggs, and we win that one. So a good stop there by Christian Gonzalez again in pass coverage. I like the way we're developing him, and they go to the play action, and we got pressure, and it's a pass to the outside. If they completed that on Marco Wilson, that would have been insane. But we know they are going to pass this one here again on 3rd as they go quick to the outside. Diggs, oh my goodness, Gonzalez got burnt off the line. So just a miscommunication between quarterback second wide receiver, but that could have been very, very bad for us. And I've seen that happen too many times today. If you don't know, I've been recording all these episodes in a row because I had to go home for spring break and get my whole setup all built again and everything up and running. We're not able to get anything working on first half. Maybe I just take this into halftime. I just need one of these passes to get open, one of our guys to go. And it is one-on-one here. Harrison, I'm just going to chuck it up. I just have a feeling that maybe we could drop this in the bucket. Are you kidding me? We're 3 of 12 to start. We have one-on-one coverage. Number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of receiving yards, and we just can't get it into him. These are the type of things that make a player want out. And I kind of want to run the ball just to force a timeout here, and I am going to do it just because I don't want the Bills to have any life here. And they do predict run, but it's up the middle. Please get the first down. Holy crap, now I'm burning a timeout. So I just look like the greatest offensive play caller of all time there. Holy. And we have life again on this drive. And with their consistent too high look, I'm expecting Harrison to maybe get open here, but we do need to start taking some shots. And instead, it's actually the wheel. Oh my gosh, Demario Douglas, the wheel route again, and he makes a diving catch, and I'm going to burn another timeout. And so somehow that play worked. So we have 37 seconds to put this one in the end zone. And they do bring 4, and I'm going to test it here. Corner, can we drop it in? And we almost do, Harrison. I should have went for a aggressive catch, but I thought maybe the safety wasn't going to get over there in time. And with our receivers getting tired, our backup guys check in here. Justin Ross, I guess I'm just going to need a catch of the century out of you. Pressure coming actually right away. And we're going to get a penalty for intentional grounding. I thought I did enough to get out of the tackle box, so now we're going to be at the 36-yard line, making this field goal very, very tough. And so I am going to go to a screenplay here just to get some of these yards back. Blake Corum, I need you to get out there, please. And what is that pass? Oh my goodness. You're absolutely joking me from Justin Fields. You guys need to make the decision right now. Do we extend this guy or no? Because these passes are ridiculous. We're fading back. It's a screenplay, and we overthrow a screen for an interception. We can't have that happen. And now we give Bills life here with 2 timeouts, ball at the 38. So if they have a chance here, if they get one good play, they could maybe put in some points and across the middle. There you go. They're across midfield. 20 seconds down the clock. We just need to tackle them in bounds, make them burn another timeout as they do just go underneath here to Gus Edwards, and they're in field goal range now. Holy crap. A turn of events. But luckily enough, so they do jump here. So that's going to be able to back them up just a little bit. And the Bills don't have any more timeouts. Tackle in bounds is the end of the half. Simple as that. We just need a play to work for us here, and I'm looking out the outside in coverage, and it is caught inbounds. It's going to be a hurry up here, and luckily enough, we walk away and we survive this half. 14-10, divisional matchup against the Bills. Justin Fields, I don't need you celebrating. I need you completing passes. We had Demario Douglas open deep. We had Harrison open deep. We had a screenplay that you threw a pick on. And the nice thing is here, we start with the ball in this half, and we're going to start with the Darius Slayton screen. I want to get him more involved, his speed. We saw Jawan Jennings take a screen similar to this to do well. We're going to back this one up, throw it to him here, and we just miss him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the game of me losing my absolute marbles here. Justin Fields, please complete a pass. Is this what it's like being a Bears fan right now? Because this is insane as we get absolutely blown up there to make it a 3rd and 11. Blake Corum, 25 rushing yards. That's it. And if this is man-to-man coverage, maybe we can get Slayton, but it's not. But I am going to still try it, and that's just a home drop. And after nothing going, we just have to punt this one away early. That's just a bad job by our offense. We have no life here. Diggs is going to start with the ball, and we're going to get back to that same thing again where the Bills are just winning the field position battle, and every single drive is scary. We just have to stay on our toes here. No big plays, nothing too crazy. Dean, I need you in great coverage against linebackers. It's as simple as that, but they do motion some guys around. Is that Bentley one-on-one there with Kincaid? That's fine. As they do go out the outside, and it's an interception! We finally got one! Josh Allen throws an interception to Christian Gonzalez. It's been since week 2. Holy crap, we finally got an interception. Ladies and gentlemen, you're witnessing history. We got an interception. Oh my goodness. I said if he was going to throw one, this was going to be the game to do it. And you know what we need to do? Capitalize. No mistakes here. As a run with Blake Corum. He's spinning off one, getting up the field here. But I want to turn this into points so bad. Get out of this 4-score system here is underneath. If we can just get it. Harrison window shopping there on the slant route. Justin Fields 5 of 18 in this game. This is looking like a real Patriots stat line with how their quarterbacks have played so far in the past couple of years. Is we're going to do a draw here with Justin Fields up the middle, and that's a great play. We're just going to slide down nice and easy. Slide the other way, please. We just need to use Justin Fields' legs if we want to get this one done. Maybe through the air, it's a little bit more problematic, but Blake Corum enough for the first. Finally going to the air here. Trips to the one side. We're going to scramble out and just throw this one underneath to Frank Gore, but we miss him again. And maybe I just need to make these passes simpler. It's as simple as that. Maybe I just need to make just any pass over 7 yards, just like not happen here. As Cole Strange picking up a very good block. Blake Corum up the middle, and there's a holding call. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. We got another holding call here. This one's going to be on Cole Strange, and it's actually on Mekhi Becton, so chop it up. That's We are now one of the most penalized teams in the NFL. And just to get some of these yards back, we are going to a screen. Jennings, can we please just complete the screen? Wouldn't that be nice? As we do. And Jennings got room again. So back-to-back weeks, we hit the same screenplay. And guys, guess what there is? A holding call on us here. That's awesome as Juwan Jennings gets into the end zone. I'm losing my mind. Recording all of these games back-to-back. And just getting hit with the holding call central here. As they said, hey, this is really realistic, and holy crap, is it ever. As we're now backed up all the way out of field goal range, and I'm going to flip this play here to the other side. Slayton on the drag. If Slayton on the drag could get open, one-on-one here. Tre'Davious White's not even in the ball game here. Please, this is the play for us, and we almost get sacked. I'm just going to set our feet and try to force this one here, and it's caught by Slayton. Holy crap, what a play. This is what we have to deal with. The Mekhi Becton, gone, done. I'm so tired of him. But on a 3rd and 11, we have to take a shot here to try to pick up this first. Douglas one-on-one in the slot there, maybe. But I'm going to try a deep shot here. Harrison, and we just completely overthrow it. So we are less than 33% on the completion percentage. That's how bad it is here. Will Lutz, though, we have the opportunity to get a field goal. Please nail this through. Will Lutz, good field goal kick. It's in. We have a 7-point lead. That's huge for us right now. Somehow, we're staying alive. And so after all this, our defense just needs one more stop. And then we happen to put one more score up on the board. And we get back to a 2-possession lead. That's all we need in this game. Diggs in the slot. I really don't like that. We're going to get over there quick here. We are there in coverage, and we almost have the opportunity to not get an interception, but at least knock it out. Josh Allen is just absolutely feasting on us in terms of completions. He's throwing some tight windows against us today as we're just going to sit in the middle out to the outside. It's Diggs with another good grab. And I'm going to go back to some man-to-man coverage across the board. I'm going to drop Mapu in the middle. Actually, I'm going to let Mapu blitz. We're going to drop Wilson in the middle. Kind of just roam. We know there is no help over the top. It is a slant route coming out, and it is CJ Gardner-Johnson letting up the grab. But I do still like the way he's been playing in the slot today. But we are still getting pressure with 4 guys, which is awesome. Just the ability to get kind of movement. I'm going to leave CJ in to kind of roam the middle as well. There's actually a run as there's a cut up the middle, and a good job from Baremore to get off the blocks and make a solid tackle to force 3rd down. And I think they are in field goal range. We've seen them hit from deep already, but on a 3rd and 3, they do go to the run, and we just need somebody to step up and make a good tackle, but they do get the first now, almost down into the red zone. Gus Edwards, with James Cook being out, has just been pretty decent for them, as I am expecting a play action, but they do just give it here. Run, as it is Gus Edwards breaking to the open field, getting another first. They're just feasting on us on this drive. We need to hold them at least to a field goal here as a counter comes out now. Javon Bullard finally getting a good tackle, but I think this is going to be a pass here on the 2nd and 6. I wouldn't expect him to go back to the run, and it is slant concept, and Shakir's breaking tackles, getting all the way down to the 2-yard line. I just need somebody to wrap him up completely because he gets bumped around there, and we're going to pinch our interior. I'm expecting a run up the middle as they are to pitch it to the outside, but we are there. That's a great tackle by Taylor Rapp to force 2nd and goal, and maybe a pass looking here for the Bills. Josh Allen takes a snap. I'm looking for Shakir. It's backside, and it's another interception. Jones is able to get it. Let's go. That's huge for our defense. We don't get 1, we get 2 here. A red zone pick for a touchback. Marcus Jones stepping up when we need him. Jumping underneath the Gabe Davis route there. Such a good interception. We don't have 1. We have 2 now. We have 3 now on the year. It only took us 9 games to get 3 interceptions. Sorry, this is our 10th game, actually. With them bringing blitz here, we are actually going to check, as this should be Slayton, who's just going to be able to sit here. Actually, holy crap, we just go to Blake Corum instead, and Blake Corum, good grab for 5. I was then looking for Douglas one-on-one over top, but Douglas got stuck up on, but that's fine. Instead, we switch now to a counter. Blake Corum up the middle. Blake Corum getting enough for the first down, falling forward, and I just want to control possession on this drive, be able to run it down their throats, and we need our offensive line to do what? Not hold. It's as simple as that. So it is going to be Dotson moving here at HB base. We try to run this one up the middle, actually break it to the outside, and we just stay in, take it to the end of the quarter now, moving into the 4th. Blake Corum, 13 carries for 37 yards, less than 3 yards a carry. Not his best day, not our best day offensively at all, but somehow 10-17 is the score. Our defense just absolutely stepping up here for us. And if we can get Blake Corum leaking once again, screenplay, as we just try to throw it to him and he does make the grabs, just let the clock run down, I guess, because holy crap, we are just bottled up on this one. As it's going to be Harrison on the crosser, and Harrison's got enough for the first down. Stay in bounds. I'm not running out with you. And with them, only 3 down linemen here, I'm going to take another advantage here on the run. Up the middle, Blake Corum breaking off, and Blake Corum starting to catch fire a little bit as the numbers in the box are just indicating again and again that we should just run this ball as another good one comes out. No holding calls so far. We're knocking on some wood, but this is where we could catch him slipping. Ramondre Stevenson, as I'm actually just going to give this. I know it's a pull read, but it's going to be Ramondre Stevenson up the middle, and there is a flag now coming in on the drive. The refs just don't want us to win. It's as simple as that. We're getting the anti-chief treatment here. And Ramondre Stevenson dislocated his knee. That's awesome. Holy crap. We are just getting killed here across the board. A win is not a win. A win is not a win. This is a very, very difficult for us here. There's a run up the middle, and we just have nobody leaking off with Ed Oliver in the middle. That's a tough, tough ask for anybody. And I'm looking for Slayton here on this drag route. Just to use his speed, get out in space. As I am going to give him the ball here and just run, please. But it is the linebacker, Milano, coming down for a good tackle. But it is 3rd and 11. And with the one highest safety look, I'm thinking maybe a cover 3 here if Marvin Harrison can drag him off. But it is just man-to-man as I'm going to try to throw it. And we get hit as we throw immediately. So we took a ton of time off the clock. It says take a 59-yard field goal. I'm not doing that. Instead, we are just going to try to pin them deep in this one. Behringer, I just need a great punt out of you, please. And Behringer is going to be able to get this one up, and it's going to bounce into the end zone. Oh, such a bad punt. They're going to start here at the 20-yard line and beating one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. The Bills have been playing pretty well lately. Would be such a huge W for us. As long as we can stop Gus Edwards in the run. Josh Allen, 2 picks in this game already, as they do go to the air across the middle, and it is an incompletion. Let's hope those incompletions continue here as they do go run up the middle, and a good tackle from Bentley as well. 3rd and 8 already. 3 takeaways in this game. We're dead last in the league by far. Even with 3 takeaways today, we'll still be dead last in the league. But Wilson's going to be coming on the blitz. I'm going to bring him a little bit more up the middle. And if they go screen here, instead they go to the outside, and Diggs has the catch one-on-one. It's their number 1. Stephon Diggs, 116 in this game for them. An absolute beast. I'm really hoping they get rid of him after this season because I won't have to deal with him again. But a lot of motions coming out, and it's a broken coverage. Luckily enough, it's a run. Oh my gosh, you saw it completely confuse our man-to-man. And our defense, which started out as a top defense in the league and slowly fell off, is now maybe climbing back up the ranks here after this game today. Granted, they still have given up a lot of yards today. It's just the way this has been, as it's going to be a run here with Josh Allen. He's just going to slide down, still make it a 3rd and 5. And we know this is a pass. Quick sitting out the outside. Gonzalez, what are you doing? Stephon Diggs wins the one-on-one. You have to be absolutely kidding me. Jump up. That's an easy swat down, dude. Come on. We need you to make those plays. Christian Gonzalez. Just looking at this one again. Going to the air, you had an easy breakup and you just miss it. So it's now a tied football game late, and we have to drive down with 5 seconds left on the clock, unless they miss this PAT, which they don't. And it's going to start here with a Frank Gore kneel down, but our defense, we needed them to step up all day long. And I'll be honest, they did. They stepped up all day long, but this is where it's going to get real for us. We're going to take time off, control this drive, go all the way down the field and score. It's going to be as simple as that. They start with a run here, and we get absolutely bottled for a 3-yard loss. So we are going to go to the play action. Out to the outside, Douglas, please. And there's a penalty flag. Are you kidding me? There's a penalty flag. Please be roughing the passer. I think we did get a good hit, and it is going to be on the defense. No, it's a legal man downfield on Cole Strange. Oh my gosh, you have to be kidding me. Cole Strange went all the way down the field, and that is such a bad call for us. So 2nd and 18. And so with the slant concept of their man-to-man, we need Corum to leak out here heavily, but it's not. Instead, we're going to throw it to Douglas, and Douglas can't make the catch. And so we are going 5 wide here on this 3rd and 18. And we just go across the middle. Can we fit this one in? And we do, but it is a 4th and 2. Not able to get it to the sticks. Rasul Douglas there in coverage. And we're going to try to take off as much time as possible. Just punt this one away, get rid of this ball, and we need our defense to do it one more time in this game. X Factor enabled for Stephon Diggs, though. And if we can get a good stop and good tackle, and we do, they're going to start this drive out at the 19-yard line. Diggs 168 receiving yards, one-on-one against Christian Gonzalez. I think we understand now who's won that matchup. But are they going to run now a lot here with Gus Edwards? And they are, actually. And Gus Edwards is going to have a huge hole. And he's going to get up to the 30-yard line now. And that's a bad way to start this one here, as it's now a screenplay. We're going to be all over it, though. As long as we can make a tackle, please. Gus Edwards breaking, and they get out of bounds after that. So that one's an absolute killer. Run up the middle now, though. Blake Corum forces the fumble, and they cover it up anyway. Not Blake Corum, Tay Crowder. I'm sorry. I got so excited. I saw it coming all the way through. Tay Crowder, what a good play. 3rd and 7. We're going to try to stop any underneath routes here, please. We need a 4-man pressure to get there. Any underneath, I need to be all over here. We're running out to the outside, and it is a good knockdown. I'll take that from Jones all day long. Holy crap, our defense stiffened up one more time. Tay Crowder, if we would have gotten that fumble recovery, that would have just been the coolest opportunity to turn that one into points. Turn around, beat the division rival Bills. Frank Gore, another punt return in this game. Let's get something crazy going here as I'm going to break this one to the outside, and DeMar Hamlin, of all people, brings us down. 2-minute warning. So it's a 2-minute drive. It's everybody's dream here. Starting off quick, Harrison out to the outside. He's got the catch to start us off. Small completions is what's going to win this game for us underneath. Nice and easy, Harrison. Just catch that. We'll take 3. But we do have to go hurry up a little bit. I just need to fight to get into field goal range, as it is going to be an opportunity here to win this. And I'm going to try to take off with Fields. At least I try to run up the field. We lose a yard. So this is a huge 3rd and 8 for us here. And we're just going to go out to the outside. Harrison, and we missed the pass. Are you joking? So we have to punt this one away. Luckily, I took some of the time down before the 3rd down. But we're going to have to pin them very, very deep here. Stephon Diggs is going to take the fair catch. They're going to start at the 14-yard line. No big plays. If we could force anything, it's going to be a turnover. That's what we need, as we know it's going to be all passes here. I don't expect them to run. I don't expect them to try to take this one into make it overtime as they just dump it off. That's going to be a good play here. Do I burn a timeout? No, they do. And now man-to-man here. And I just need Christian Gonzalez to win. We are putting so much trust in Christian Gonzalez. Out to the outside. Another good play. I think now this may be a run up the middle. If they try to run this one here and we get to stop, that would have been huge. And when they do get the first down, that's fine. We'll take this one into halftime. Not halftime, I meant overtime, as I'm trying to look for something here. I see Stephon Diggs coming across the middle, but it's Josh Allen taking off, and it is going to be another overtime game here in this half of the season, and we're going to do it again. Tails never fails. Hopefully they choose heads, and it's tails. They won the toss, so our defense, I don't know how they're not on life support right now. They just need to stay engaged in this game and not get tired. We need a huge interception, some big stop. Our entire season rides on this overtime now. Back of the end zone, James is going to take a kneel down. Gosh, if that Tay Crowder forced fumble would have gone our way, that would have been the craziest ending to a game ever. And I thought the Rams ending was crazy here. But the problem is now they can run the ball. They can get back to what they were doing, having some success on the ground, having some success through the air, and they do go to the air here, and it is Shakir with the first catch, and nothing would be better right now than some sort of turnover. But I want us to continue to bring a little bit of pressure here. Man-to-man coverage. Nobody's really losing their spot. As instead, it goes the outside. Stephon Diggs, CJ Gardner, you're just sitting there. And I'm expecting a run here on this first down again. Just methodically down the field as they do go to it. Up the middle, Gus Edwards, good cutback lane. And he's only able to get 3 out of it. Marco Wilson goes down with an injury. Mathis is going to have to come in for us as the Bills do check a little bit here at the line. A counter play coming out. Run up the middle. And somehow he squeezes through to make it a 3rd and 1. Should have been a 3rd and 7. Not what we could afford here. And I expect him to go back to the run on this 3rd and 1, and they do, and it is going to be a first down for them. They cross the midfield stripe. Somebody please finish off the tackle. Gus Edwards, 16 carries for 56 yards. Our defense has done such a good job today. Marco Wilson tore his labrum, so we're going to have to pick up somebody from free agency now. And I'm asking White to drop into the middle of the field. Are you kidding me? I do not like this play call at all, but I couldn't change it. Gus Edwards, though, it breaks a tackle. Are you kidding? As our defense is just getting so fatigued here, we just can't make any tackles, can't get anything rolling. I want to see the time of possession stats in this game. It's as simple as that, but we just cannot let up a touchdown. We even have CJ Board checking into the game at this point for us as they do go to another run up the middle, and CJ Board can't finish the tackle. Are you kidding me? That was a perfect opportunity to deliver a hit stick of the century there, but it doesn't quite go our way. We're going to have to drop here into coverage as they do go to the air. Quick on the outside, and it's an interception. Tay Crowder, what a play. Call the face mask on that as well. Tay Crowder, the backup linebacker, filling in for some of the injuries that we've been having. Instead, he filled in for Tavai, and he comes in jumping the slant route. Holy crap. Thank you, Tay Crowder. All we need is a field goal now to win it, but we still have to get down there to get a field goal. And we just can't afford any mistakes here. Nice and easy out to the outside, and we missed the throw. So if we can't complete those balls, we got to go underneath. Screenplay, nice and easy, just to Slayton here, and Slayton's got a lot of speed. Slayton, 94 speed to the sideline. This is why we like him. A good juke move is going to cross us to midfield. 14 of 33 is our completion percentage, by the way, if you're interested. Holy crap, that is atrocious. You guys need to let me know if we re-sign Fields at this point, or do we go and develop a pocket passer, because this is really, really rough. Blake Corum not able to get anything on the run. 18 carries for 51. They've been bottling us up, and just to get some yards here, we are going to go QB draw up the middle here. Good juke move from Justin Fields. We only get a couple out of it. I wanted some more, but this is a huge 3rd and 6. If they bring all those guys here, we are just going to have to scramble, and I see him in the window. Can we fit it in? Please, Douglas, what a catch. Finally, we get a pass to go our way. We're in a field goal range. 2-minute warning and overtime is called. We're going to go to running the football now, setting up. Please, just Will Lutz, make a field goal. And with no linebackers in the overhang right over top of us, hopefully we can get this run up the middle. Blake Corum, nothing going. I want to make this field goal just a little bit easier, please. Just get even more yards out of it. We need a huge block to come in here. Hunter Henry gets it, and that's going to be a much easier field goal for us now. I am going to burn a timeout on this 3rd and 4. And one final stretch play, run play should do it here. Blake Corum up the middle. Can we get enough for the first down? And we do. But I think after this play, we are going to take the field goal. Nice and easy run here with Frank Gore up the middle just to kind of seal it up and no fumbles. And I think we're going to bring in the field goal unit here and nail this one through. This is from 27 yards in this game. Will Lutz, please put this field goal through. Will Lutz, and somehow we walk away with a win in a 20-17 absolute bloodbath between division rivals. 3 interceptions for Josh Allen. We got interceptions. We've been waiting every episode, hours of gameplay for some interceptions from our defense. Finally, we're able to get them. 20-17. Justin Fields. Taysom Hill, don't be celebrating Justin Fields. Justin Fields is about 2 more interceptions away from getting benched and like a completion percentage point away from Bo Nix coming back in to play for us. The only reason he's in right now, I feel like, is his ability to run the football and scramble around when we need him. 40 yards carried on the ground. Blake Corum, a rough day for him running the football, but this completion percentage is atrocious. But Marvin Harrison, 73 to Mario Douglas. Slayton, that huge screenplay there to get to work. And defensively, this is the best feeling. The interception column is finally filled. Tay Crowder getting the biggest one in overtime. But actually, though, Marcus Jones, his in the end zone. Are you kidding me? But also some good sacks coming out. Uche and Bentley getting a half. God, and then Keon White getting 1.5 there. Total tackle. CJ Gardner-Johnson leading the way. But we got to walk on to the final game now of this episode. If you made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, as our season is now a must-win every single time. And looking now at the bye week, we did move past it already. If you want an updated standings, here they are. 4-7 is where we are sitting right now. At home, we're struggling the most, but the Bills did win their next game. They're still sitting right now in the 7th spot in the wild card. The battle for it is getting even tighter here. The Houston Texans lost 4 in a row, but we are not the worst team in the NFL anymore by far. I think the worst team is still the Carolina Panthers, because I need to show you this. They've had a couple different quarterbacks come in for Bryce Young, injured reserve. He's out for 4 weeks. Jake Plummer came in for a little bit for them, and even Dresser Wynn coming in at quarterback. That's how down bad they are over there. And ranking wise, offensively, we are 18th, and defensively, we are 12th. So still not bad. We're middle of the pack for everything kind of right now. Problem is the Jets are the 6th best team. Dolphins are the 1st. Bills are sitting at 18th. So it's a very tough division out here. We are all the way up now to 28th. One of the best rankings we've had so far, and we played the Indianapolis Colts, are the officially worst team in the league. Points passing wise, 176. That's it. Rushing yards, they are top in the league. And defensively too, one of the worst defenses. The only thing they're good at is takeaways. And today they're going to be without Kenny Moore, Cameron Curl, Dylan Johnson, the rookie running back. Brock Bowers is out. EJ Speed is out. Alec Pierce is out. So their depth chart looking a little bit thin there. Josh Downs are the only big threat at receiver for them. Brock Bowers, he's not going to be playing. But then on the offensive line, they are pretty freaking stacked across the board. So running is going to be huge. We're going to have to stack the box a lot against him. Tay Crowder, Mapu is going to need a big game. But on defense, we can attack this linebacking core. The only people that scare me right now are DeForest Buckner and Woozy. Other than that, it's a very weak team. But stopping this running attack between these two at the top right now, Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson, is going to be key. Josh Downs having 500 yards on this season, but where are we up to now in terms of stats? Marvin Harrison almost at 900, Darius Slayton at 600, Demario Douglas at 600, but everybody else still getting involved. We just haven't gone to the tight ends a lot. I just don't feel like our tight ends are getting open at all. Rushing the ball wise, though, Blake Corum, 771. Ramondre, though, just not giving me the numbers I want when he does check into the game, but this... Justin Fields, 12 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. It's kind of what you're going to get from him. But if this rate right here drops below that of Bo Nix, that's when I know we definitely need to sub a new player in. But with it being the bye week, I do want to look at the draft class we have ahead of us right now. A number 1 receiver, Luther Burden, out of Missouri. He's an absolute stud. But what positions do we need? I think it's obvious. We need secondary. Travis Hunter, a man-to-man. That's the type of archetype that we like, that we want to build around. I also like Maxwell Harrison out of Kentucky, but I'm waiting to see what his reveal is. And then on top of that, that slot, Kobe Bryant out of Kansas. If you know, I'm a Kansas guy. I'm a Kansas fan. Other than Rutgers, I root for Kansas. I think they're fun to watch. But those are the guys we're looking at there. And then at linebacker or defensive end, Sutton's there, as well as TJ Tumalalu at left end out of Ohio State. I hate watching him because I do enjoy watching Abdul Carter and Penn State. He's another linebacker I think would be huge for us. If we want to move on from Matthew Judon, this could be our replacement right here from Judon, letting him walk in free agency. But on the offensive side, tight end, maybe, because we did just sign Juwan Johnson, Hunter Henry. One of those guys is probably going to get traded. Jake Brinkstool's good. But Caden Prexern out of Ole Miss. I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's the guy out of Ole Miss. He's good. Mitchell Evans is good. The thing I like about those two is they are tall. Tyler Warren's also very tall too, but they could play both the run and the pass in terms of blocking. Receiving wise, if we want to move on from Juju Smith-Schuster, maybe a late round guy I was looking at earlier, just going through, was Jimmy Horn out of Colorado. Get another Colorado guy there. Only because of his size, he could be good playing the slot, him and Demario Douglas. But if we want to go somebody a little bit bigger, Colby Young out of Georgia, as well as Jake Betch out of TCU are some late round guys that I just want to keep an eye on. There was one more I was looking at. Oh, JoJo Earl out of TCU, another TCU wide receiver, because at 5'10", he's another slot guy who we could play in there. But this is a stacked wide receiving class, I think. Hopefully we get a couple good players from it. But at quarterback, if we do go quarterback, which I'm not saying we will, because with Justin Fields, Bo Nix, like we have guys, there's not a lot of people to pay attention to. Maybe a 7th round pick if we do make a pick on one. Grayson McCall at the bottom. Kyle McCord, I don't see a reason to be good. Max Brosmer out of Minnesota, I don't think it's going to be good. Will Rogers, maybe going up to Washington now, could turn it around. He puts up some good stats, but there's really nobody crazy that I see absolutely cooking in this quarterback class. Jackson Dart, maybe the one guy who I am a big fan of, but a lot of people are telling me to get Shedeur Sanders. We don't even know his numbers yet, his speed. But another late round guy I do want to keep an eye on is Justin Barron out of Syracuse, like a late 7th round pick, because he's a 6'4" safety. So if he develops, that would be absolutely insane as a free safety. But between CJ and Jabril, I'm looking for a taller guy to come in. Desmond is also a good guy. If you know, I did stream a Rutgers franchise for a long time. If we know some, it could be a player for us to make a big difference. But Kendall Daniels is kind of like the better version of him, in my opinion. But Nick Imawari, if you guys remember Giants franchise, I'm definitely not going to take him again. But, if he does, like if he's there, maybe we will at a 2nd or 3rd round pick. But those are just some of the prospects that we are looking at right now. But with Ramondre Stevenson dislocating his knee, we are going to move him to the IR. Marco Wilson as well. But the nice thing is Matthew Judon is back and healthy from injury, which is huge in this late game push. And we definitely need him today to stop the run. So he's going to be coming off the edge for us at linebacker. Still, Bentley maybe coming off the other end, because that way we can kind of drop linebackers, edge rusher guys, and have some success with it. I wanted that to be Tavai. I really thought he was going to be the one to be able to do it for us, but our defense just got a little bit better, and with the proper people on IR for us, we do have to go to free agency to pick up a replacement for Ramondre Stevenson and Marco Wilson. I'm going to go to corner, though, in the practice squads, and I want to look at Eric Ganor out of UL Lafayette. Only because he's an undrafted guy, but he got up to a 68 overall, so maybe could be a good pickup there. Elijah Jones there out of Boston College as well, but I don't like his speed at an 87. Same with Ganora, so maybe Tariq Castro Fields at a 93 speed would be solid, but he is injured on the practice squad right now, so there's no point in picking him up. Daquan Hardy out of Penn State, he's an 87 speed as well, so I think Jalen Jones is going to be the answer from the Bears practice squad. We're going to bring him in and sign him. And with Tyler Batty, we still have 3 running backs on roster, so I'm actually going to make a defensive pickup. JD Bernard out of Notre Dame. I like his speed. His zone coverage is pretty solid. Block shedding is the only thing I'm worried about, but I think he's just going to be a special teams guy for us. So we're going to go ahead and pick him up as well. But it's time now to look forward to our game with the Colts. As not a lot of changes to our team right now. Darius Slayton obviously still a wide receiver for us. Tight ends are still looking good. Our offensive line, the holding calls has been what's been our biggest detriment this season. But it's nice to have Matthew Judon back, and he's definitely going to be rushing off the edge for us. And I'm going to change out Keon White with Bentley, only because at linebacker, that is going to allow Tay Crowder, Nakobe Dean, and Mapu to all play in there, and the nickel looks and in some other looks. And hopefully that's enough, too, to keep up with Anthony Richardson on any sort of read options. But let's go ahead here and jump into this game. As long as there's no injuries in practice. And our weekly strategy is to contain the QB scramble, obviously. And then we want to throw against him. Cameron Curl, he's out with injury. I don't know why he's there right now. And we want to continue to get pressure. 5 sacks is going to be our goal. Hopefully there are no injuries and we are good to go, especially at the running back position, because with only 3 there, obviously Taysom Hill could come in. but Mike Onwenu is going to be down with an injury, so that's going to hurt us a lot in the offensive line department. And also, Rankins is going to be out with a dislocated shoulder, so that's going to be 2 injuries, one to our offensive line, one to our defensive line. We don't even have enough right tackles to play this game, so what I have to do, I think, is going to be take Cole Strange and move him out to right tackle for this game. And I guess just leave Ezra Cleveland in there at left guard. A risky move, but I can't afford financially to make any big changes to the interior. And then at defensive tackle, we only have 2 healthy. And with Sheldon Rankins injured, I have to cut him. And we're going to have to go ahead and pick up somebody else. And that's going to be Isaiah Buggs in the interior. I like his power moves, actually. Block shedding's only at a 73. How does that compare to Malik Collins? Block shedding at a 72, as well as Greg Gaines. Block shedding at a 73. So we're going to go ahead and pick up Isaiah Buggs. And now we'll have actually enough players to even just field a team. But we are home again. And this is an opportunity here to get to our home record back to a little bit more stable. And 5-7 on the season after starting 0-4, battling all the way back up to 5-7 with some insane games coming out. That would be the greatest feeling in the world. I said we needed to go at least 3-1 in this episode. We're 2-1 right now with 2 overtime victories. So if you think Modded Madden is difficult, yes, the answer is yes, it is. But against Anthony Richardson today, we have a chance to keep ourselves in playoff contention. If we win out and get all the way up to 9-7, it's still going to be about a 50-50 chance we even get into the playoffs, but it's still a better record than what we had last year. The rebuild is continuing, but we finally do lose a coin toss, so we will be starting on offense here today and against one of the worst defenses in the league. We have to get things rolling. We have to get a lead. We have to play consistent football, and we have to stop the run. It's as simple as that. Frank Gore Jr. is going to start this game on the return here. Actually, a lot of space in front of him, and as long as he can get out, I'm not going to engage in the tackle battle because I don't want to fumble. But Fields, we had some struggles with him last game. If you remember what happened, or if you're coming back to watch it episode by episode each day, the interception on the screen is what really ticked me off, but the completion percentage has still been pretty atrocious, and they are stacking the box immediately against us here as we just need somebody to leak out. Jawan Johnson, take that all day long, get upfield for a good gain. My goal in this game is to get the running game going. They think they're the best running offense. Wait till they see us here as we do go to a screen. As is Frank Gore Jr. Good blocks coming out here. And we're going to cut this one back to the middle of the field a little bit. So starting with easy completions here in this game is key. And then also settling down in the run is we're going to bounce this one here to the outside. Giving chases the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. He's fast. Kind of a new age Darius Leonard for them. But good run coming out from him. Able to get the edge just enough here as another stretch play to the outside. Juke move back into the inside. We broke 1 tackle, but it is a 3rd and 2. Mekhi Becton now goes down with an injury. So both of our tackles in this game are injured, as our life just got a lot harder here in this one. Darius Slayton, though, nice and easy underneath. Just make the catch, make the first down, 3 of 3 to start. And with the bruised shoulder, I'm going to try to keep him in the game. Maybe that's risky, but I need him to basically just stay alive for us. As long as Slayton is fast here on this crosser, maybe he can get open. I'm going to throw it to him here. Please let this fall in. Slayton making a big play for us down the sideline. Darius Slayton has his first touchdown as a New England Patriot. Early on the board here on our first drive, he's able to run past defenders. I know I'm probably going to catch a lot of heat for that trade, but I just think it was better financially and more responsible to get him rather than T. Higgins, because T. Higgins had a really big contract over there in Cincy. The bonuses on that contract were insane, and even if we did re-sign Slayton, we'd be paying less money than if we got T. Higgins, and they still are the same overall player. But Darius Slayton, thank you for making a great play there. I think he's averaging 40 yards. I mean, he got injured his first game, but since he came back, he's been averaging, I think, 40, 50 yards for us. And that's all I need from him as a wide receiver, too. But then again, we've been locked up in some pretty deep battles. Justin Fields, though, 75 yards passing on the first drive of the game is huge here as the Colts do take a knee. So out comes out now Anthony Richardson. Goal, make him beat us, man. Jonathan Taylor is a phenomenal running back. Their offensive line is insane. So if we could force him to beat us, I think we can win this football game here today. But then again, he does have the strongest arm of anybody in the NFL. If you really think about it, he can chuck a deep ball better than anybody. And I'm going to set the option to just make sure we're going and protecting him from running here. As I do go to Jonathan Taylor right away, we bring a blitz. They catch to the outside. So resettle in as Barrymore gets hurt as well. Late in the season, we can't be having these injuries happen, but it is a good feeling. We do have the same record as the Dallas Cowboys. That is always a fantastic feeling, I'm telling you. But Richardson's going to go to the run here again. Jonathan Taylor up the middle. We're able to bottom up that time. Nakobe Dean's got to have one of his best games of his career as Barrymore dislocates his elbow. So thank gosh we picked up another defensive tackle. Ruggs is going to get a lot of playing time here today as we do go man-to-man here, as they probably will run the football one more time. They actually do go to the air, as they do go underneath, and it is caught by Joshua Downs. And Josh Downs, like I said, is really the only wide receiver that scares me. They don't have Alec Pierce today. Alec Pierce, a big-bodied receiver, and at tight end, Brock Bowers is out too. So really nobody that we should be really concerned about here, as Jonathan Taylor's looking for the cutback lanes, trying to find something, but they did get a good initial push. I felt like Jonathan Taylor could have just sat behind that offensive line and let him push him all the way down the field, because our D-line is going to be the mismatch here against their offensive line today. Across the middle, they do dump it off. Good tackle there by Marcus Jones. And after that catch by Doolin, there is a 3rd and 1. My guess here, it is going to be a run up the middle, as they do actually go to the air here. Screenplay coming out. It's dumped off and dropped. So a good job there getting in the face of Anthony Richardson. They are going to probably be in field goal range, maybe. This is a really, really long field goal again. And I would love one of these teams just to miss a field goal. That'd just be the best feeling ever. But no, we can never get a team to miss a field goal against us. And so 3-7 is the score. Another return coming out here from Frank Gore Jr. up the middle. Not a lot going. But, you know, that drive that we had last time out was probably the best drive we've had this episode, just in terms of consistency and getting guys open. And also, we don't have to force the ball to Marvin Harrison. It's just a great feeling, let me tell you here. As I'm just going to cut this one off the field and take off with it a little bit. And we'll get up for a couple good yards. As Justin Fields gets banged up too. I haven't touched the injury sliders. I don't know what's going on. Our team is just getting banged up in this episode. So we haven't seen him since episode number 1. Hasn't won a game for us at quarterback. But let's welcome back Bo Nix. And we will also see a combination of him and Taysom Hill coming out and playing for us today. Taysom Hill's just in on this snap as it's a fumble. Are you kidding me? Are we going to have the glitch with the quarterbacks where you can't do a handoff? So I guess we just need Bo Nix to come in. So that's simple as that. Bo Nix is going to be our quarterback here today. And I just want to start with an easy completion to start. Make sure everything's all good, as we're just going to go out here to Blake Corum for a catch. We get almost nothing out of it, but as long as we can complete balls with Bo Nix, we'll be chilling, as Justin Fields dislocated his elbow. So a lot of elbow damage here in this game today already. And if we want to come back in this season, it may be Justin Fields is out. So maybe we don't even re-sign him, but Bo Nix is going to get a good scramble here again. Bo Nix running up the field. It is a flag for a late hit out of bounds as well. So we're going to get the extra tack on there, as that is Chop Robinson, the former Penn State defensive end. But can Bo Nix win a football game for us? It's as simple as that. Bo Nix, the former Oregon Duck, struggled in his first 4 games. You guys remember 5 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But for him, it was the completion percentage, only completing 52% of the passes. We did move on then to Justin Fields. But then again, we've had a lot of the same kind of production out of Justin Fields. A lot of the missed throws, big issues here, as we do throw this one to Slayton for a good gain. And Slayton trying to fight here and making a 3rd and 1. And this is a big conversion down here. 3rd and 1 up the middle. And Blake Corum's able to get it and more, well down in through the red zone up to the 12-yard line. Maybe we'll just have to run the football a lot in this ball game. But then again, we haven't thrown it in completion yet. And Darius Slayton's getting hot for us in this one. And with this cold secondary, maybe we can go to him again here. Actually just leaking out. We're going to go to Frank Gore Jr. instead. A good catch just to get out and get in and make it a 2nd and 5. Thank you guys again for watching this far into the episode. If you're new here, hey, make sure to like and subscribe. But another run with Corum up the middle. Slayton, good block. Slayton with such a good block, and we get the 1st and goal. Blake Corum averaging over 5 yards per carry. This is absolutely phenomenal here. Bo Nix doesn't have to do much except for complete 1 to 2 balls a drive. I will take that all day long as we go for a big run up the middle. It's heavily contested. We're not able to push through. And with Ramondre Stevenson now in at power back comes Taysom Hill, as Taysom Hill's going to have the opportunity to try to push this one into the end zone, but we do get stood up there. Theo Johnson, bad job blocking. And so this is a huge conversion down for us to try to get into the end zone. We're getting chased around here, and I'm just going to throw this one out, and we're just going to take the field goal. I didn't see anybody open, and our offensive line collapsed there, especially with our tackle hurt. And I just want to guarantee for us, as long as I don't force anything, I just wanted to guarantee the 7-point lead here. Behringer's going to be able to knock this one through, and we missed it. Oh my goodness, Behringer, come on. Oh, I love Madden, and that one's a killer, and they're going to be backed up here, and they're not even that backed up. They're at the 20. Why are they at the 20-yard line? Did we kick that? We didn't even kick that from the 20-yard line. That's actually crazy. Here's out to the outside. They do complete it there. How did that ball come all the way out to the 20-yard line? Maybe I just don't know something, but that's going to be the end of the first quarter here. 90 passing yards, 30 to the Colts. Offensively, we're doing well. We just couldn't finish off that drive, which does suck. And we are going to be playing the quarterback on all these options, so they should be giving the football no matter what here. But are they really running a Philly special right now? Oh, you're kidding me. They faked the Philly special. What? That's actually crazy as CJ Gardner-Johnson gets stiff-armed twice there. So I don't know who the offensive coordinator is for the Colts, but what are they calling right now? Some crazy play calls coming out. 2nd and 8. They do go to the run. As filling in is going to be Nakobe Dean getting a good stop, but it is Tay Crowder finishing it off. And on 3rd and 6, we are going to bring a blitz. Have our entire safety group play inside here. Free rusher up the middle underneath. A good hit, but we get the first down on Josh Downs. Are you kidding? We can't be allowing those type of plays to happen. That's when we need to be getting off the field right now is instead we get off to the races here. Jonathan Taylor takes a host of Patriots to bring him down as that one's just an absolute killer. If they score here on this drive, it's going to be ridiculous. I can't believe we missed that as it is a run again. Jonathan Taylor finally were able to bottle him up there, but it was Helani on the rush. And I'm just going to continue to stack the box as a penalty does come out now. Did we jump on that one or did they jump? And it is going to be on the offense. So luckily enough, that's going to back them up a little bit. And I still think it's so funny looking at the bottom of the screen, the New Orleans Saints, Mac Jones lost the starting job to Sam Hartman, and Sam Hartman still led them to one of the worst records in the NFL, but it's still just funny. Small victories for us as they do go to the outside. Catch by Josh Downs. Gonzalez gets burned again, and I need to know what moves do we need to make in this offseason, because if we lose this game, our season's probably over. I don't think we're going to move. We're going to play the next episode. That'll be released. But from there, we will probably live stream the offseason. If you guys want to see that, make sure to let me know. As I do just a little bit dump off here, and it is a good tackle coming out from Bentley, and Jonathan Taylor gets injured. What are with these injuries? Did not change any of the sliders. We usually see maybe one injury a game, but in this game, so many people going down as if they lose Jonathan Taylor. This game becomes a battle of who's who at this point. Like we have Mathis here at corner, a 69 overall corner, trying to make stops for us, but it's going to be a run up the middle of Bentley. And Jabril Peppers goes down. Oh my goodness. I just can't be asked at this point. Like this is killer. Taylor Rapp, luckily enough, he's played well for us this season. He's going to be coming in. 3rd and 9. They are going to go quick to the air, and pressure's coming right away. Mapu with a huge sack on 4th and 15, and it is going to be Gay taking the field goal. Darby off the edge. It's going to be good, and it's going to be 6-7 now is going to be your score. Will Lutz may be cut after this game because of the field goal misses, but no, that came out from Behringer. Why was he a kicker? Did Will Lutz get injured and I not know? But Jabril Peppers, upper arm bruise, we're going to keep him in. At this point, just run through all the players that have been injured. Let me choose all at once here, but Gay doesn't get a good kick deep here, so we do have to return this one. And let's try to get this one past the 30 here out to the outside. Frank Gore trying to catch the edge, and we don't. We get up to the 23. And with Bo Nix starting off, simple completions again here. We're just going to go to the screen. Instead, we get sacked. We can't even get the ball out fast enough to... Buckner in the middle already makes it a 3rd and 18. And one-on-one, maybe this is Slayton's game that the safety help doesn't get up and over the top, and it does. But if we can put this one over top here, we lobbed it in way too much, and it's just intercepted. Such a bad pick there from Bo Nix. I tried to run it through. Mekhi Becton goes down with an injury again. We got hit as we threw on that one going up and over the top. I just looked back at the replay. No, we didn't. It was just a bad throw. Just trying to force something there on 3rd down. Just a bad play coming out from us. But Jonathan Taylor's not back in the game yet, but they do go run, and that's why I'm so happy Judon's back for us. The number 1 rushing offense in the league is just getting swallowed up right now by us, and that's huge. As if we can just hold him to another field goal here, that'd be very nice. This is run up the middle. We did over pursue just a little bit, but it is still 3rd and 7. I'm going to bring a blitz here, and if we could just cover Josh Downs on 3rd downs, that'd be very nice. Mekhi Becton, we're going to leave you in. We're going to bring a blitz here, and we know this is a pass. Can we just stop Josh Downs from catching the football here? They do call it quick to the outside, and it is going to be out to the running back, and it is us there in coverage instead that pushes them out, and this is another long field goal. Gay is getting as many fantasy points as you can imagine, as this one is going to be up and good again for them. 9-7 is your score. And so with Bo Nix, what would you expect? We need him to step up for us here, and we need Blake Corum to run the ball very, very well up the middle. Return doesn't go for much, and I just need to get back to throwing not deep balls here, as we can just set our feet, please, and just hit Hunter Henry there, and a good block coming out, and we're going to get Hunter Henry all the way up the field. Those are the type of completions that we need in this one. There's another play action. And just leaking out. It's going to be simple. Blake Corum, good catch. Way to hold on to it. Kevin Dotson now going down as we are just limping to the end of this episode. This is actually insane. I cannot believe it. Another screenplay. Blake Corum. We're not throwing it deep here. We're trying to throw it underneath, but when the blocking needs to get there, but with our offensive lineman out, we're relying on a backup offensive line to do it. And so this is a big 3rd and 4 for us. Blake Corum, please just catch this ball, get the 1st down, and he does. Luckily enough, keeping this drive alive for us. 3 minutes left now in the second. And it's a dislocated shoulder, so just absolutely killer the amount of injuries coming out for us. Last episode, a win and in situation for us is just got a lot harder. Bo Nix is going to scramble up the field, and he's just going to slide down for a good gain. We're going to go to the hurry up. I want to be able to run the ball one more time. We're going to come out and actually the same exact play, though. And it is going to be a run. Blake Corum maybe trying to get up for the first. Is going to make it a 3rd and 1. Hurry up one more time just to try to get this first down and not worry about it. And Bo Nix is going to end up just taking this one himself here. And we're just going to go down. No fumbles. And that's going to be the 2-minute warning. And I don't know if we have the arm strength here to throw to the wide side. So I'm looking Harrison here, a one-on-one matchup. Quick and easy to him. And he is able to bring that one in. Bo Nix, 8 of 11, does have the 1 interception off the bad throw from me. I tried to make that a bullet pass. It just didn't work. But I am going to motion Slayton in just a little bit. Can we stay on that side? Nope, he wants to go to the other side. Okay, so scratch. So we do motion Slayton across right here, and I'm going to put him on a drag route instead across the field. Because if we could just get him open in zone coverage and get him running, that'd be huge. And we do able to get him. And the juke move's going to carry him almost up into the end zone there. So a good motion from Slayton as he gets into a much better position now. But the Colts do start burning timeouts because they want us to put this ball into the end zone. But that does allow Blake Corum to check back in. 4 down linemen for them. We have 5. But is it enough? We're going to run this one up the middle. Blake Corum is able to not get in. Are you kidding me? And you want to know how tired our team is? Here you go. Across the board, our team is absolutely exhausted. And on 2nd and goal, we are going to a quarterback sneak up the middle. DeForest Buckner on David Andrews. Please be able to get this one in here. And we are trying to squeak it in, and we don't. But we did get a couple of yards there. We're literally on the inches yard line if you look at it, and trying to squeeze our ways through. We're not able to get it again. I'm going to go for it. And I hate to say it, maybe this is a sign of personal growth here, but the smart thing to do is just take the field goal, go into halftime with the lead as long as our defense can make a stop. So we just need a stop here. Christian Gonzalez moving into the slot for this play was unexpected, but they do go quick to the outside, and we're there for a good play on Josh Downs. Him moving over there just to be matched up on top of by overall. I'll take that all day long. We just need our team to come up clutch here. It is going to be a pass, and they are going to go just throw this one away. Richardson, 8 of 10 for 67 yards. We're able to hold them so far in this game. No touchdowns on the board yet. But for me, it's just the problem of the field goals. We're just letting them get good drives, solid drives going. Obviously, the interception doesn't count. But quick to the outside again here underneath, and it is dropped by Downs. And that's enough to force an early punt on this drive. So with 45 seconds left, maybe we could take a deep shot here. It all depends on how this return does go for Frank Gore. I'm not going to fair catch it. We need a return to get there for us. And running up the middle, it's going to be Frank Gore. We're going to break this one to the outside just a little bit. Maybe I should have taken it off the other side of CJ Board there. We have 2 timeouts to work with in this game, and we're just going to scramble up here with Bo Nix. Try to take off a little bit. Bo Nix to the outside, and he fumbles it. Luckily enough, we stay on top of it. I'm going to burn a timeout, though. So it's great there to get us almost up to the midfield mark. I'll take it with 25 seconds left. And I'm going to take a deep shot. Darius Slayton one-on-one here. This one's almost falling in. Can we please complete one of those? Oh, that would be such a nice feeling if we could just complete one of those passes because of how insane that would be with Darius Slayton's speed here. Quick out to the outside now is going to be Harrison just catching it on the sideline. And I don't think he got his feet in, and he didn't. So it is 16 seconds left, 3rd and 10. And this was a read option, but we are going to check out of it. And instead, just try to take a deep shot here across the middle. The deep post gets in there. Bo Nix dropping an absolute dime there before the end of the half. I'm going to take one shot to the end zone, and then we will take a field goal. And it is going to be a one-on-one shot here with Harrison on that left side, I think, as we are just going to toss this up, see if we can put it back to the end zone. There should be a penalty on that one, but from 37, we're going to try to put this one through here with Behringer, and that is going to be good. So we're going to make it now 13-9 at half. A ton of field goals in this game, but that's what happens when you have a backup quarterback in. But still, that was such a good throw by Bo Nix before the half. Before half, they are going to take a deep shot to the end zone here. That's actually crazy. We're just going to try to run with it, see what's going on. Any crossers coming out instead, take a deep shot here. Can we get an interception, please? That'd be such a good feeling. But it is, I am mad that's coming all the way across the field to knock it out. Actually, Jonathan Abram. But that's going to take us into the half with the lead. We did the smart decision. We turned around. We got the ball back. Made another smart decision. Got a field goal. Got the lead. 4 points is it. Passing yards. Bo Nix throwing the ball pretty well. I'll give him that much. That deep post was huge, splitting the cover 2 there. And yards-wise, we are doing a good job. Jonathan Taylor is going to be out for the remainder of this game here as they go run. And we're there with Mapu making a great tackle to start off. The Colts offense only has 102 yards total in this game, so we're doing a good job of bottling them up. Anthony Richardson hasn't been able to do a lot through the air. But let's just hope we continue that here as they go another run up the middle. Uche, good tackle. Carl Lawson banged up. But this is a huge 3rd down already in this game. We can get this stop, turn around, and get points out of the deal. That'd be nice. But it is over the top and a great breakup from Christian Gonzalez. That's what we need. He needs to lock down guys like Josh Downs. Those, like, if he can't lock down guys like Josh Downs against Stephon Diggs, he's going to go out and have, 168. Oh, wait, he already did. But the next time we play him, we need him to limit Stephon Diggs to a lot less here. But we do force the punt. Frank Gore Jr. back again, and I love him at return, man. I think he's an absolute stud at return. as this one doesn't go anywhere, but I'll still take it. We do force a good stop there on D, and I just want to control the ground game here with Blake Corum. Our offensive lineman doesn't pick up anybody. That is going to cause us to go to a quick pass here, and I see him across. If we could just get him. Harrison in space here. A good juke move coming out from Harrison. Harrison getting all the way up the field. 17 attempts for Bo Nix. He's got 11 completions on the day, and we're getting our top 2 receivers involved in this one, but a bad sack coming out. Kitty Payne getting all the way off the edge, making it look easy as we do get backed up here in this one, but this is going to be a little sprint out. We're just going to dump it off to Blake Corum, try to let him run a little bit, making one miss, breaking another, but this 3rd and 11 is very rough for us. We need to try to get a completion going, and I see him deep. Please, Slayton, fit it in. Oh my goodness. Please, we need a deep ball to work. He has not one, but like 2 steps on every single time. I got him because he's a speed guy, but if we can't throw the deep ball, it makes it look like such a wasted trade, but now we have to try to pin them deep here. Baringer, we need a good boot out of you right here, and it is a good boot. Holy crap. This is going to land right at the 5-yard line. A little bit of backspin on it. Hit off somebody, please. And they haven't gone to the read option much in this game. I'm surprised they haven't, but we are just making them give it here. Is up the middle is another give, and just to the air. They're just not getting good, solid downfield completions. They're just struggling. And, we kind of took away the identity here from the Colts in this one, as they do go to a slant route coming out, and it is caught, as it was Cephas finally getting his first reception of the ball game here. Jabril Peppers playing overhang in the middle. I'm expecting another first down run, and it isn't. Instead, it's a pass over our heads, but a good breakup from CJ. I'm going to bring the safeties down to the box here for this 2nd down. We're trying to get a rush to work, and they just dump it off instead. Judon there to make a good tackle, but I need this blitz to work one more time, and we are going to bring it. Slant route coming out. We're not able to bottle it up. That one's just a killer. If you let up completions like that on 3rd down, it's just momentum all in their favor here. I'm expecting to go to the run again, and they do. Coming across with Dean, we couldn't make the tackle. And let me know what you guys think, man. With Justin Fields' injury now, do we re-sign him? Is he worth giving a deal to? Because if injuries are going to be a problem, man, I'm not sure about it, but they do go across, and it is a huge sack coming out from Carl Lawson. Thank goodness we needed that, because I bit so hard on that run play. And instead of bringing the blitz here, we are going to be dropping everybody, only rushing 4. Rap's going to be watching the middle. We do have the one high safety look, and they do just throw it underneath, and a good breakup from Christian Gonzalez. Wasn't an interception, but I'll definitely take that breakup from him again. And on this other punt, Gore on the return. Gore again. Oh my goodness. If we were able to break off of that and break open, that would have been sweet. Starting off this drive, though, we are going to go to the screen. Looks like they're bringing heavy blitz, so if we can fit this out, that'd be nice, but we weren't able to pick up the blocker, as Thomas was able to come in and make an easy play on the ball there. So 2nd and 12. Going to quick to the air, quick to the outside, and it is going to be Blake Corum making a good grab, but we're not able to stay in bounds. Corum's got 7 catches in this game. That is his personal high. I'm pretty sure career best so far. As we're going to get Slayton to the outside for a first down, as it does fall incomplete instead. I didn't want to lead him upfield, but the pass just went, and already again, we do have to punt this ball away. We just need to continue to let our defense make stops. Good stop there by Darby, though, and this game is just an absolute barn burner, but I guarantee you the ending is going to be good as they go to a run here. Nakobe Dean filling again very well, and I cannot wait to see your guys' responses on the roster. Who do you want to see re-sign? Who do you want to see let go? What do you want to see going into the final episode? I do appreciate all that. I'm sure I know you guys always do come out and criticize the gameplay. I get it. That happens. But thank you guys so much for enjoying this series so far. As a jump comes out, is that going to be the right tackle there? Or will that be on Judon? But this is a big 3rd down already. Another huge stop possibly here. Is quick on the slant route, and we're able to make the tackle. Good coverage enough there. And we do get a good opportunity to return here. And I've been playing every single one of these games all day today. This episode's going to go up tomorrow, but holy crap, all these games are blending together at this point as I'm calling out things that aren't even happening, as we need this completion here. Harrison, get open. The spin move. Oh my gosh, almost enough. And after the big play, we're going to go back to the ground here, as it is going to be Blake Corum getting pushed forward 3.5 yards per carry. He started out really hot in the first 2 episodes, but today I just haven't seen it, as it means Mac Wilson Sr. in the middle, the former Patriot, bringing us down end of the quarter, going into the 4th here. Look at how well our defense is playing. This is the defense that we know they can play like this and get back up to that top 5, top 10 defense in the league. But we just haven't seen it, in the early parts of this episode here. So that's the outside. Taysom Hill, good catch to make 3rd down a little bit better. So a touchdown here would all but make this a lot easier in the game. We're going to try to force this one to Harrison, and it is broken up. Good coverage there, running with him step for step, even maybe a step in front of him. But we are going to take the field goal, make it a 7-point ball game. And as long as we're able to put this one through, we should be all good. Almost pushing it a little bit to left, but a good field goal coming out for us. 16-9 is the score. And I really like the way we've kind of matched up our team in this game. Getting rid of Jonathan Jones at first scared the absolute crap crap out of me, but we've been doing a lot better here as Anthony Richardson finally using his legs a little bit to take off. But with Marco Wilson going down, that does sting just a little bit here as it's going to be a run out the outside. Actually, a great cut up, but the ball goes out and Josh Down picks it up. What a play. Jumping over top of the down lineman there. Had a good play from him. And a solid hit that came out as it is now a play action. And I'm looking for something across the middle here. We're going to run with it as they do go the other side of the field. Good tackle by Bentley. But that fumble was a great opportunity for us to put this game on ice here. It is still a 7-point game. And I would hate for all 3 of our wins today to go to overtime. So I want to win this one outright here today. Run again coming out with 13 personnel in the Colts. Motion man. And they are going to fake the give. Oh, they do actually give it. And it is going to be the Colts picking up the first down off of that. Doing good run. So they do get 1 yard on the play. Abram's going to check in at safety. We haven't run Javon Bullard a lot today. We didn't run him a lot last week as well. So maybe we just keep him out for right now as Abram, good tackle coming up. But for points allowed, we're climbing back up this rank here on the season. Our goal is to finish with a top 15 in both categories, top of the league in both categories, only because I think that'll help set us apart here as they do try to go out to the outside and is caught. Dean, bad coverage there, not running. But from where the Patriots were last year, where they had, I think, a top 10 defense, but they were ranked 32 or 31 in the league offensively. You know, getting kind of out of the doghouse there in that one is going to be a huge for us as it is another run. And they do have a big hole there as Alani's got all the way up now, 12 carries for 36 yards, now up to 3 yards per carry after that run. But I do like the way Mathis is checking in for us. He's playing well here as we try to fill the hole. Carl Lawson's not able to bring him down, and it is Hall running for the yards now. But another jump coming out here for the Indianapolis Colts. That is wild. They keep jumping offside, but this is a big stop now for our defense. We need to hold them out of the end zone. Only 5 minutes left in the game here. Our playoff hopes still on the line. We could get up to 6 and 7 in this episode. Is a sack coming out? Maybe. Instead, it's an interception by Jones. Jones is going to have the opportunity to run this one back. Good blocking there by Nakobe Dean on Anthony Richardson. Jones. Oh gosh, Josh Downs is fast. Josh Downs can't make the tackle. Jones is going to take this one all the way back. Finally, we get some interceptions on the season, and they come at the best time. You win the Super Bowl not by being the best team, but by being the hottest team at the right time. And with every win needing to be a must-win for us, if we get an interception like that, Marcus Jones, Jonathan Jones, this is the better one running this one all the way back. What a good interception there. Holy crap. And this is what I saw here. Anthony Richardson getting Nakobe Dean all over him. Just a little bit of a floater there. And what a good interception from Jones. Gosh, such a natural thing. I love the Modded Madden. I'm going to be fully honest. I don't ever want to go back and play regular Madden again. Madden, if you're watching, I'm sorry. I love you guys. Thank you for making such a great game. And I think we just missed this extra point, but no, it squeaks it in. And let's go. 23-9. 5 minutes left in the game. Our defense has to come back out here and try to bottle them up. And I think we're going to sit here in a lot of zone looks. I just don't want to let anything up over the top. And Bullard comes in at sub linebacker. Okay, a little bit of unexpected there. But they are going to dump it off maybe to the running back. Anthony Richardson trying to scramble. He just throws it out of bounds. We're all over him. And we're holding him here. He's one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL this season. We're really not seeing much out of him here today, and especially without his sidekick, Jonathan Taylor, in to help carry the load on the offensive ground. We're just playing very, very well here. Filing up. I'm expecting to go off to the running back. Instead, they do scramble, and we just force them to throw it out. Nakobe Dean coming up, making a good hit on him. And so cover 3, I just want them to throw underneath here. Don't throw in any holes, no gap shots, and we should just be able to get the ball back here, walk away. I'm looking for anything underneath, and they do throw it underneath, but we can't make the tackle. But luckily, Peterson cleans it up, or Peppers, I'm sorry, cleans it up. But they are going for it here in a no-huddle look. We're stuck on Mapo. That's fine. We know what our coverage responsibility is. We're going to run across the field here. They dump it off the other way. CJ Gardner-Johnson finishes off the tackle, but they are going to consistently sit and hurry up here. And I'm not going to get crazy. I'm just going to continue to sit in this look underneath cover 3. Nobody gets confused with responsibilities. No quick touchdowns. If they want to drive down the field, they want it to be, they're going to have to make it very, very methodical. And maybe an interception here would be a great way to end it. They do go out to the outside. Come on, we need you in coverage out there, Mapu. You got to run with that at 88 speed. But resetting now, we are going to go to man. If they do the hurry up again, then we'll switch back over to zone. We're guessing pass every single time from them as it is a shot here. And I think we kind of bumped our guy off of it and allowed the catch there. They are going to take another shot here. Just straight underneath, just easy to the tight end. But with the injury now, it does allow them to actually, they're going to run the football here as it is a good stop. But I can't believe they ran the football in that situation. They've been so worried about time, so pressed, try to catch us off guard with the run. We are just going to sit continuously in coverage here out to the outside. Tight end getting down to the 5-yard line. Only problem now, if they score, we got to run this clock out and be done with this game. We can't allow a touchdown that quickly because it is going to be underneath. Anthony Richardson scrambling. He fires, and it's going to be intercepted by Jones again. And I think we're down at the 1 yard line, which sucks, but that's such a good interception to end this game. Finally, we're making the defensive stops that we need to be making. I think we're still dead last in the league in takeaways, but such a good play jumping in front of the tight end there as we are just on the inches yard line. Holy crap. And we just need to try to run this and just not get a safety as Taysom Hill up the middle. Only going to get a couple and no risking here. No safeties. We've been on the other side of this. We know how much safeties can affect a game here. Let this clock run down. It's going to be, again, Taysom Hill on the run. Taysom Hill just cut up the field, get the first down, and they do finally start burning a timeouts. But with this look here, only 5 in the box, this is where we can get a first down as long as we can break it, and we do. Blake Corum, good first down run, and one more is all we need to seal it here. Seal the win, seal the 3-1 record in these last 4 games, and seal the episode. Oh my goodness. All right, that was absolutely disgusting. But we are going to bring out a little bit of a read option here and get Bo Nix out scrambling, and that just doesn't work. That's fine, though. 3rd and 14, the last run that we need here. We're going to cut this one up with Blake Corum just a little bit, but we are going to have to punt this football away. But that's going to be all she wrote in this game, so that's going to be it for this episode. 2 overtime wins, 1 gritty win without even allowing a touchdown. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We have 5 games left in the season. We could finish as good as 10-7 if we win out, but it's our hardest stretch of the season. The playoffs are in sight, so make sure you're there. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.